When he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom!
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Yeah. It's going to be a bad...
For a couple of things in your life.
Yeah. Well, one in particular. I can't think of the other one, but...
Oh, maybe I'm confusing.
Yeah,
things.
this is a big year coming up for me. The end of a decade.
Oh, I was thinking of it. You've got two things going on in the next calendar year.
Oh, God. What's the other one? Oh, with Avery? Yeah, you're right. No, they are both... You're 100% right. And here's the best part. She's going to leave for college right around that birthday. Oh, God, I never thought of that till now. You're so right.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Happy Friday, Dave. That's so far away, and yet so close.
It's not. It's going to be here in like an hour. Damn it, Jason.
Hey, you know what?
What, Jason?
Maybe that just means it'll be a year to remember, and the Kings are going to win a title for you next year.
You know, here's something. There's not a lot I'd do. I wouldn't do for a Kings title. Roll back the clock a decade with my kids. I think bless you. I think I'd do it. And bless you.
Thank you.
You know, it was, you know, I love me some Facebook memories. It was, what I want to say, 12 years ago, yesterday, I was given my walking papers here because a bunch of that stuff popped up on the timeline. And speaking of my little girl going to college next year, when I got home, my wife informed me that my daughter wanted to see me. And I had
come into my office.
I had to explain to her that Daddy was going to be around a lot more. And thankfully, I actually recorded the conversation.
Avery, now that Daddy doesn't have a job, I wanted to ask you a question.
What?
Can you get a job?
I can get a job cleaning my room.
Well, I don't know if that pays very well, but...
By the way, my then 6-year-old daughter, no, 4-year-old daughter, offers to clean her room to help support the family, which is like the sweetest, most purest thing. Notice how I'm like, that doesn't pay anything, dude.
Very stylish hat.
And yeah, you can't see this. She's got a pink, I don't know, that's a cowboy hat.
Oh, that's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, and yeah, she's very, that hasn't gone away.
Do you think you could get a job where you make a lot of money? So
see, here's, yeah. Hey, Daddy, I can help. I can clean my
Dad
room.
needs money.
And yeah, I'm like, that doesn't pay a lot, dude. Can you get a job that actually supports us?
Right.
Don't be a loser, ass. All right, here we go.
That pays very well, but do you think you could get a job where you make a lot of money so you can take care of Daddy?
Well, I can take care of everybody, and Daddy and Mommy and Mason.
Yeah, what do you want your job to be?
I want my job to be getting my piggy banks and taking off the lids of my piggy banks and shaking them out of my coins.
Okay.
And then I count them and then I put them back where they go.
Oh, that's a very good job.
Yeah.
I'll bet you'll make a lot of money, and then we can have a huge house with unicorns.
I might have a unicorn.
Yeah. All right. Well, you still love Daddy?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, because Daddy loves you very much.
Yeah, she doesn't care.
You know what?
Yeah.
You were being soft. I don't think that job would have paid a darn thing.
Honestly, what a loser. Like, just lost my job.
Yeah.
And I mean, it'd be one thing if she said, I want to empty my piggy banks and then we'll go to Coinstar.
But that was the job, and then put them back in.
Put them back? What an idiot. Like,
Come on.
what are you going to do? Draw me another stupid picture? What am I supposed to do with that?
It was a good thing you came back.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's a great thing. That she wouldn't have. That wouldn't help.
That wouldn't have cut it.
And there's little kids out there making millions of dollars on their YouTube channels, like reviewing toys and stuff. I've seen that. What was my kid doing? Playing with a stuffed animal wearing a pink hat? Yeah, good thing.
Apparently, some kids are left behind.
Takes a village. Yeah. So I would love to go back to that. I really would. No, Dave is not going to become a grandfather. Jesus, get out, Lord Almighty!
Well,
I would just die. I would just have a heart attack and die. Also, shout out to whoever this was. I always read the text line when we come in just to see what people are saying.
Oh, from yesterday?
Oh yeah, this is great. Hello, Lucy. Can you please cancel my yoga class next week? This is Diana. And then, oh my God. I'm such a careless woman. I got the wrong number. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Well, there's nothing to forgive.
That's fine, Diana.
Appreciate that.
We'll let Lucy know, though.
Yeah. We'll let Lucy know yoga's
off this week.
Now, the question is, did Lucy get the message that yoga is off today?
Right.
So, I guess the moral to that story is, as my parents used to tell, well, okay, here's some morals. Here's some things that we've learned. Number one, and this is OG talk, by the way, we're having.
We've learned.
Number one, your parents are smarter than you think. The older I get, the smarter my parents, the things they told me are. Number two, yes, time does go by.
Mm-hmm.
The time is a ball rolling downhill, and the further down the hill you go, maybe that's why they call it over the hill. The further down the hill you go, the quicker the time goes. Mm-hmm. A month, when I was a kid,
moving.
Oh, we're going.
Yeah.
Think about like when you were a kid and summer hit. Or excuse me, the new school year hit, even better. And you're like, oh my God, summer is like 19 years away.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in school forever.
Right.
Now it's like, see you later. It's flip-flopped. Summers last forever now. And part of this is the job we have, I think, but summers last forever. And then, September through April, boom.
Yeah.
That's
to me, the slowest time was inevitably there was some class in school, in high school, probably, that I just didn't like.
Yeah.
And it would be one of those times where I'd go, okay, look at the clock. Okay, it's 6:08. All right, 42 more minutes. Okay, now I know I've waited 10 minutes.
Yep.
Oh, it's 6:11?
Totally.
I've waited. Okay, now I know I've waited 10 more minutes. It's 6:13?
Uh-huh.
You go, oh, this is never ending.
We used to have those clocks, you probably did too, where it would go click,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
I swear to God, a couple times I saw it go click and go backwards.
Yeah.
I swear I saw
Yes.
that. So there's that. You can't go back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things that are like, I remember how annoying it was to have two small children sometimes, and how much of a life drain that could be when you get home and you had a long day, and then now you got to sit there and entertain them, and they're going nuts, and you're wiping peanut butter and jelly off of faces, and he crapped his pants, and God knows whatever. And now it's like, what I wouldn't give for my kid to crap his pants again and wipe peanut butter and jelly off their faces and all that. Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, you know what? I think it's good to keep that as a perspective, because I can't remember who told me this, but it really wormed its way into my brain like Robert Kennedy's worm. These are the good old days too, though.
Yeah.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yes, we've lost loved ones or things that have happened that we can't go back. And of course, we'd love to go back. But inevitably, there will be a time in our lives where we're going to hearken back to, whether it's today, a month ago, a month from now, whatever, this time period, and go, oh, I wish I could be back there.
Right.
But we just never have that vision in the moment. In the moment, we always want to go backwards, or when you're a kid, you want to go forward. The older you get, the more backwards you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
The younger you are, the more forwards you want to go. The amount of times I've taught, especially my daughter, I'm like, just stop growing up so quickly.
Yeah.
Chill. This is the best time of your life, man. No bills, nothing, very little. Your only responsibility is your homework.
That's why you got to try and enjoy every day. Every day is a blessing.
Every day is a blessing. I was, we were in a, hey, I don't mind admitting it. We do, my wife and I do every once in a while, we do like family counseling, just the two of us, right? It's good. It's like, I don't know. Yeah. Third party. And,
yeah.
So my daughter came up in this last session we had a week ago, and it's easy to now because you can just do it by Zoom and, you know, and I perpetually, since she was that age in that video, by the way, even before that, since she was about 6, 7 years old, she's been responsible for cleaning her room. Now, her mother would help her with laundry and stuff, but now she's everything is on her, and she can't do it. She just cannot do it. She can't. I mean, she can. She just can't she won't. And I had the same problem when I was her age. It's weird how you see the genetics work. And the amount of hours I've spent with her on, like, look, you never want to, you want to be careful comparing siblings, but I can't help it. Her brother's right next to her, room right next to her. It's like, look at your brother. I've never had to tell him to clean his room. He just, when he takes off his dirty clothes, he puts them in his hamper. When he brings a glass upstairs to drink water out of, in the morning, he brings it back down, and he never has to clean it. He may have to vacuum it, never has to do it. With you, there has to be this big ordeal, and then you have like a 4-hour project because all your dirty clothes are all over the floor. There's 17 glasses up here. There's, she's not supposed to eat in her room, but here you go. There's a Nutri-Grain bar wrapper or something. WRAPPER. Nutri-Grain bar would be a cool wrapper. And she like gets it. Like, we'll have great, just sweetheart, when you get home, do the thing. You'll save yourself time. Well, we had that conversation Saturday, and she had an event Saturday night for school, and it was one of those at noon. She had to leave at 4. At noon, I say, you can't leave until your room's clean. You know that, right? Like, room has to be clean. Big, giant thing. Like, you're wasting time. Get to it. So she does. And then she had about a half hour to spare. And I said, okay, let's not do this anymore. Like, remember this stress. I go up and I'm going to her room every single day. I go into her room a couple days ago. It's already like half dirty. And I look at her and she's like, Daddy, it's finals week. Right.
Yeah, it's half clean.
And so in the point is in the counseling thing, counselor guy, I don't always agree with him, but he goes, hey man, you've been doing this whole time. At this point, that's just how she's going to be. Right?
Oh.
Thank you for that look. And because that was my look.
You're like, hey, I wanted some coaching, some advice.
Something. And I was like, yeah, I got to be honest, Doc. I reject the premise of that. What you're saying is if she holds out the habit long enough, as a parent, I'm supposed to then just say, that's how she's going to be. Might as well not. His whole point was don't hammer her on this anymore. It's going to hurt the relationship. This is who she is, and just let her be that way. And I don't know, maybe he's right, but as a dad, my instinct is like, no, that's not how it works. I've got a year. I got 15 more months left with her. This is like finishing touches now. When she's in a dorm, spending, I got a roommate. She's got
control there.
Right.
It's not your roof.
She's having her mother take her to the library or whatever to study. I kind of got slammed on this last night because I had to go pick her up from the library. Mother drops her off after school. She goes to this library down the street and studies because it's finals week. I'm like, dude, look,
because her room's too messy.
That's exactly right, Jason. And that was my point. And then I said, this is where she's getting really good. She's like little Luke Skywalker. She's almost there. I can still usually beat her in most arguments, but she's starting to get really good. And I go, sweetheart, what do you think's going to happen in college when you're in the dorm and you've got roommates and people going back and forth? If you're high maintenance like this, you're going to have a terrible time. You have a room, you can close the door. We've set it all up for you. It's not like you can just pick up and go to a library or something. You're not even going to have a car. And she listened to me. She goes, Daddy, are you telling me there's no libraries at a college? And I was like, yes, but clean your room.
Because I said so.
Damn it. I know, and I try not to do that, but sometimes you got to be like, because I'm your dad, that's why.
Right.
Which, by the way,
is your room clean?
Yeah, is your room clean? No,
is your room clean?
Oh, is my room clean? My room is spotless, which is a fact.
Okay.
There's a rest of that story. My room is spotless because my wife is great. She's got a lot of time on her hands.
Okay.
But that's the trick.
Yeah. If
you can't clean your room, grow up. Find a spouse that'll do it for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
We'll take a break. From the 530. Why is somebody, you know what? Hold on. I know we got a break. Hey, listen. Is somebody saying, hey, how can you sell us on morals when you're doing girth commercials? I want to address. I just want to address that really, really quick because I'm getting tired of those. Look. If your level of maturity can't reach the point, that's where I'm gonna piss people. I don't care. Like, dude, we endorse things. We sell products. If you have an issue with that, that's your problem. That's not my problem. That's an issue people have. And then we have people that come in and say, hey, we can solve this. And we go, okay, cool. I'm not selling drugs, not selling liquor. I'm not selling how to burglarize a bank. Would you have an issue if I was saying, hey, your shoulder hurts? Hey, come go to shoulderfixers.org and they'll fix your shoulder. You wouldn't have a problem with that. It's because it's the guys, whatever. We have a large amount of, no pun intended, most of our audience are middle-aged dudes. Okay, that's just a fact. That's numbers. Men 35 to 64, right, Jason? Mm-hmm. Okay. That is the prime area for guys, especially getting older, to have stuff. Now, I have fun with them. I have fun with the commercials because, look, it's not something people talk about every day. But I'm not going to get hammered about morals because I'm breaking the cardinal rule of talking about a medical issue or a cosmetic issue even that some people have. I know this. I know we've had people since I've started those commercials that have gone in that I've heard from privately, obviously, that say, hey, look, dude, this is a thing that's really been on me my whole life. And this is awesome. Thank you very much. Thanks for turning me on to this. I didn't know it was even available. That's why I endorse things that I endorse. If it can help people in our audience and truly, whether it's saving money, buying a truck, whether it's getting a lower bill on your PG&E or smut, whatever, every single, again, I'm going to play golf. That's one more of this golf thing. I've said it earlier. I'm going to play golf with our American Energy guys. I get to know these people. And Dr. Jack's a guy I knew from NorCal Laser Lipo back in the day. Guess what? We had a ton of people go through there and it changed their lives in a positive. We have fun with it, but it can be life-changing. So if you're equating morals with something that is a medical or cosmetic issue that people want to mess with, then you and I have a different set of morals, Doug. Anyways, that brought to you by UpsizeMatters.com, and you'll hear that at 6:24. We'll take a break. When we come back, hey, a couple of series have finally officially started in the NBA. You say that, road teams got to win. Well, we had a roadie last night, and the draft lottery is Sunday, and Kings fans, we have to introduce you to what that means. It's been a long time since we've been involved in the draft lottery, so we'll break all that down for you and dream coming up next.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead.
Get your Kings fix all season long right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings, Sacktown Sports and SacktownSports.com.
I'm Tiffany, founder of Harlem Pilates. When I couldn't find Pilates in my neighborhood, I started a studio from my studio apartment. Chase Inc. helped me grow from one Pilates studio to 3. Because when you start small, you're going to need some big help.
With the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank, NA member FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Power Business Technology is proud to be 100% independent, locally owned, and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a 2022 Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Let's do it. Leading off, the 3 top stories in the morning.
Huge news. This is very important.
Here's cut number 1.
Dominant win, 6 players in double figures. What did you like most about how you responded on both ends of the floor in this Game 2 win?
First of all, I want to give a huge shout out to Evan Mobley. Stepped up big time. Didn't really play his best the way he wanted to offensively. But to come out here on the road as a young player, that's a big time performance to set the tone for us. He did a lot of big things that really set the tone for everybody. And I think the biggest thing is just we carried that throughout the way, but everybody did their job. But it started with Evan.
Look at him. Look at Don Mitchell spreading the love around.
Well, they spread it around amongst the team. They were great yesterday.
They were. And you and I, we'll talk about this today quite a bit. You and I said the Celtics have to play poorly in order for the Cavs to even win a game. I'm not so sure look, obviously the Celtics didn't play their best game. But
Cleveland was awesome.
That's what I saw. I saw Cleveland playing. I saw Cleveland take it to a gear I didn't know they had.
Yeah.
And they've been very, very, look at them. 7 games, Magic, win. Now they're playing the Celtics. I like teams like this because nobody cares. And I say this as a Sacramento Kings fan with love. When I say nobody, I mean on the national zeitgeist. Nobody cares about them. Nobody's interested in them. They're just kind of an afterthought to fill a seed. They're playing Boston. And Boston's going to almost certainly win this series. I haven't changed my mind there, but I root for teams like this.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's good. And you know what? Those teams in the locker room, they know that too. And there's nothing more powerful in sports, other than talent, than nobody believes in us.
Well, and they also have talent. They have some things that you think that could do some damage to Boston. It was just the way Boston was playing. You felt like maybe the one blip was the Game 2 in the first series to Miami, where Miami shot lights out. It's like, all right, is this the same kind of thing, or is there more to it? I think we have to watch more of the series to find out, but it was clearly impressive what the Cavs did.
More and more and more on that later. In the meantime, cut number 2.
Cut number 2.
Shot has been blocked. Gafford's pass too high for Hardaway. 1 to shoot. Hardaway has time. And he hits a 3. What a big shot. A huge night. Final score, Dallas 119, Oklahoma City 110. The series is even at 1 apiece.
This is where experience might start coming in, because this series could be 2-0 either way. Remember, even that the Oklahoma City win in Game 1, we talked about that again yesterday and the day before, that in the third quarter, that was Dallas. That was right there. And then OKC turned it on. In this case, I actually thought OKC was going to go 2-0 at one point.
Yeah, once Dallas kind of established the lead, and here comes OKC to get the lead back. It's like, oh, man, good for them, but strong finish by Dallas.
Strong finish by Dallas. They held off OKC. It looked like OKC was going to do the thing they did in Game 1. Like, okay, cool, that's cute. You took a lead. And I mean, Dallas had a pretty decent lead at one point, double digits there. And then they kept it, and they kept it, and they kept it. And the crowd did everything they could.
Yeah.
But in the end, it was Dallas's game to win. Another road team wins. And we got a couple of 1-1 series there. In the meantime, this happens this weekend for the Also-Rans.
Cut number 3.
The third pick belongs to the Portland Trailblazers. The second pick will be made by the Charlotte Hornets. And that means that the number 1 pick in the 2023 NBA draft goes to the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, and Wembanyama on Charlotte.
It was preordained.
Yeah.
Right? Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Victor Wembanyama. And in, I'm sure, 25 years, when Donchen Flangenbergelhofer is this German guy who's 7'8", and and the Spurs are going to get him too. after 3, 4, 5 championships with Victor Wembanyama.
That's the way it works.
That's the way it works. So the lottery's coming up this weekend. The Kings have, I believe, the second worst chance at number one. Although you saw it the other day. First try on the
simulator.
Yeah,
You
got it. But almost certainly, come Monday, we'll be looking at who is around number 13.
Mm-hmm.
We will spend, now this is so funny after I trashed NFL draft coverage, we will spend so much time this summer going over all the players that could be in that range and what kind of careers they're going to have. Oh, this guy's not going to work. Yeah. This guy's great.
Yes. Oh, I love his film.
And it's only going to, and I can tell you the two most likely outcomes are this. Number one most likely outcome, again, assuming we pick, 13. Number one most likely outcome. Monty McNair drafts a guy we didn't expect.
Right.
And then we're all like, oh, that guy. Well, now I can see why he did that, or, oh my God, this guy's going to be horrible. Or he, works him out with Atlanta, trades the pick. Yeah. I could very, very easily. In fact, I think it's a coin flip whether or not we make that pick or not, especially with, again, this is distress star summer.
Right.
You had hot girl summer a few years ago. This is distress star summer. I could absolutely see that. So we'll break all that down.
Yes, we will.
Also want to remind you today, New Kids on the Block.
Hey.
Aren't they at this point like the old kids? Old kids in the suburbs? They're not on the block anymore. They're rich.
They're always the kids.
They've got kids of their own.
Yeah.
In fact, probably not that long before maybe there already is. I wonder if there's a new kid grandpa.
Grandkids on the block?
Grandkids on the block. That'd be hilarious. Yeah. So we'll take a break. In the meantime, I'm going to do this specifically for the couple people on my text line here. Because, hey, listen up. You know what? Girth is consistently ranked at or near the top. At or near the top of things most important in that world. It's lighten up. I know I'm responding to like 3 people, but my God. Get over it. Get over yourselves. UpsizeMatters.com. My buddy Dr. Jack in Roseville, his buddy Dr. Pash in San Francisco can really, most likely for the people texting, let's be honest here, really get psychological. Help you out. Don't be scared. There's nothing to be scared of. It's safe, it's effective, it's long lasting, and guess what? You can walk in, have your consultation, and walk right out. Same day. That's called outpatient, I think it's a medical term. Yeah, it's a free consultation. Obviously very private. It's a very delicate situation. It's a very delicate topic. The procedure can be done the same day as that consultation, as I said. It's non-surgical, immediate results. And it's performed by real learned doctors. So whether you're somebody who's, got an issue there, really insecure, or you're somebody that just, wants to step your game up, whatever it is, that's your business, not mine. Go to UpsizeMatters.com. That's UpsizeMatters.com. Hey, get your girth on. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Cavs shocked the Celtics. We'll talk about it next.
Subscribe to Sacktown Sports on YouTube and watch the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Stiles and Watkins, and the Drive Guys. Live Monday through Friday from 6 to 6. Plus view archive shows and exclusive content.
Subscribe at youtube.com/Sacktown Sports.
I'm Ken Korak with your Green and Gold Report, brought to you by Xfinity Mobile. Connect to the most reliable 5G network nationwide. Well, the A's vastly improved play this year has certainly been noticed around baseball. Mason Miller was named the American League Reliever of the Month for March and April. And by the way, no runs allowed in April. And Brent Rooker is the most recent Player of the Week, a week that featured 2 homers in 1 inning against the Miami Marlins at the Coliseum.
Want more speed? Well, Xfinity just increased their internet speeds, and they're faster than ever. It's time to get more out of your internet with faster speeds from Xfinity. Now through June 21st, get 150 megabit Xfinity internet for only $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. That's double the speed for the same great price. Click, call, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and other charges extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
Country in the Park is back May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo with Brantley Gilbert, Dustin Lynch, Jay Cohen, Walker Hayes, and more. Tickets start at just $46. Country in the Park, May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo. For more information, visit CITPFest.com.
Brought to you by Kids Care Dental and Orthodontics, the Hot Tub Store, and Cattlemen's.
Hi, everyone. It's Emerson Pilati, host of the True Sports Card Show here on Sacktown Sports 1140 every Saturday at 10 a.m. Would you like a chance to meet Ricky Henderson, Dennis Rodman, Johnny Manziel, Randy Johnson, Frank Thomas, Vlad Guerrero Sr., Dave Stewart, and our favorite Malik Monk, and meet over 90 sports card dealers all in one weekend? This is your chance to do it on May 17th through the 19th at the Roseville Fairgrounds at the Sacramento Autograph Expo. You can get all the information about the show on our website at sacautograph.expo.com. That's sacautograph.expo.com.
Sacramento sports fans, get ready to amp up your summer with the Sacktown Sports live events calendar. We've got a lineup that's awesome. First up on May 24th, don't miss Tribal Seeds as they bring their reggae beats to Ace of Spades, presented by Live Nation. And mark your calendar for June 8th when NF takes the stage at the Golden One Center. Visit livenation.com for tickets and get ready for a killer high-energy show. Don't miss music legends Daryl Hall and Elvis Costello with the Imposters on June 12th, and NSYNC and Backstreet artists Joey Fatone and AJ McLean on June 22nd. Two great shows coming in June to Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Then looking ahead to August 4th, get ready for the Outlaw Music Festival at the Toyota Amphitheater, presented by Live Nation. The Sacktown Sports live events calendar, your ultimate playbook for the best shows and events in town. Stay tuned to Sacktown Sports for exclusive updates and your chance to win tickets.
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. While leaning over the fence, your neighbors said you could save money bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive. Bad news. Your neighbor leaned over a little too much and broke your fence. Dumb news. Somehow fence wood is more expensive than wood. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and to plant really tall shrubs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
If you need bold banners to boost your business, but you're on a budget, think Staples. Posters, flyers, signs, and menus for less? Think Staples. Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward. Now at Staples, save $50 on your print purchase of $150 or more. Same-day service available on hundreds of items if you order by noon. And all backed by Staples' Print Perfect guarantee. So it's done right or it's printed again free. Staples, your local print and marketing expert. N61, visit staples.com/print for details.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sacktown Sports.
Well, 1-1, Cavs, Celtics. I say good for the Cavs, man. Good. The more competition, the better. And in this case, this is a series. Yeah, I said, well, this is a series Boston has to win. But later on in 3 for Madness, I'll ask you a question, Jason, or I guess technically Kyle. And good morning, Kyle. Thank you for filling in for Chris.
Good morning.
Chris, where's Chris? Afternoons or something?
Yeah, we got a little scramble going on today, I think. Yeah. So he's maybe doing afternoon baseball tonight, too. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I was supposed to be off today.
Oh. You get the short straw.
Yeah, that's a good point right there. Well, thank you. I'm going to ask about Joe Mazzulla.
Okay.
Because I think if the Celtics don't win I'm giving away 3 for Madness here, but I think if they don't win the title, he's gone. And whether that's fair or not, that's the chair you're sitting in.
Yes.
And I also think if the Celtics don't win the title, you're going to hear a lot about you're going to hear a lot about Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, legacy, can't win the big one. Do they need to break them up? Wow. I mean, but you will. You'll literally have the best record in the NBA, a team that lost, 3-4 games at home all year. But that's just, and I say this as a Kings fan, in a way I don't agree with it, but also I'm aware enough to know that I really have no place in judging a fan base like Boston's because I would kill to be in a position where you expect championships.
Sure. Yeah, the issue is we couldn't win it all with the best team in the league.
Right, and haven't. And I think, look, it's not like Tatum and Jaylen Brown are old.
Right.
But they go out and they get Drew Holiday. They go out and get Kristaps Porzingis. Derek White's is a revelation, if you will. Peyton Pritchard's a spark plug off the bench. Al Horford's still Al Horfording. I think that, and I think understandably so. If year after year you have the best or near the best record in the NBA, and Jason, Denver was starting to get this last year. Yeah. 2 years ago, Michael Malone was on the hot seat, and you can't push through and win the whole thing. Well, at some point, those moves get made and those conversations get had. I'd love to be in that spot.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Boston would be crazy to break up the team. But if you're going to do something, if you fall short, it's the coach, right? Yeah. And I know we'll get into that, like you said, but they have been the best team. They still, I think, are the best team. And I think part of the problem right now is we're so quick, and I say we, like media in general, are so quick to just rush to judgment on everything.
Yes.
Like a bunch of stuff yesterday. Are we on a collision course for OKC and Minnesota? Well, Minnesota being up 2-0 with road wins, it to me was far different than OKC leading 1-0 at home. They were up 1-0. And people go, we're on a collision course for Minnesota and OKC. And they played one game in that one series. If Dallas wins game 2, which they did, they've got home court and it's 1-1. But everyone was like, oh, here we go, collision court. Like, they played one game. Now, the 2 wins on the road, to me, is far more impressive what Minnesota has done. But look, if Denver wins the next 2, we're right back to even, and they got home court again. So we're so quick to the same thing with, this player's going to win the next 5 MVP. Like we're too much of a hurry on all these predictions. And, on a series, on a season, on future outcomes.
The problem is that it's a learned behavior. Yeah. Because ultimately, Jason, the show I'd like to do, and I think the show you'd like to do would be, hey, what's going to happen in this series? I don't know. I mean, the Celtics should win, but it's, whoever plays the best.
Right.
And then you go, yeah, that's true. Well, what about Dallas and OKC? Well, OKC is the higher seed, but Dallas has a lot of great players, so you never know.
Right.
To be perfectly frank, nobody wants to hear that.
Right.
You have to make, and I think we do a lot better than 98% of the media out there, just to be honest. We're not coming on here doing manufactured takes, and you and I aren't arguing and turning red in the face. We're not Chris Russo and Stephen A. Smith. God bless them. That's just not the style, and we're very open about that. And I think we do have, at times, very dramatic and hardcore opinions, but we really feel that way. Like Patrick Beverley's going to be suspended 50 games.
Right.
Close. Very close.
Yeah.
But in this day and age, here's the thing: we have to fill 4 hours,
right?
Okay, and we don't want.
People are going to say Edwards is the next Michael Jordan. I'm like, wow,
right?
We're there already.
So you talk about these things, and you have to be on a side. You can't waffle. Yeah. You have to make a prediction, and then if that prediction goes right, it's I knew that was going to happen. And if the prediction goes wrong, here's why it went wrong.
Yeah.
And then you turn on all the national shows, and this is why.
Yeah.
So fans are going to do that because they're soaking that up from the players that are saying it, the media that says it, and then, it's not called social, it's social media.
Right.
So everybody's hey, do you have a
voice? Do
you have a Twitter account? Do you have a Facebook account? Do you have an Instagram account? Guess what? By definition, you're a media member.
Yeah.
It's just social media, and you're going to roll into that same situation where, no, this is why it has to be the thing. Well, it doesn't. Guess what? Usually in life, it doesn't have to be the thing. And guess what? The Cavs won. The Cavs won a game that almost nobody thought they would on the road in Boston. And now they go back to Cleveland. You know what's going to happen in game 3? You're going to hear a ton of opinions on it. You know what the truth of the matter is? What's going to happen in game 3? I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I think Boston's going to win. I think they'll win game 3, and I think they'll get the home court advantage back. But
yeah,
if Cleveland wins game 3 and they go up 2-1, we're going to start having a conversation about, was this a fluke or has Cleveland figured something out?
Yeah.
Because that happens.
Yeah, because Miami won 1, and the game they did win when you dissect it, I mean, they made every 3 they kicked up there, right? They were throwing them in. Everything was going in.
Yeah.
They didn't win another game in the series.
No.
And it looked kind of easy for Miami. It's like, or for Boston. It's like, yeah, they're the better team. That made sense. So is game 2 that, or did Cleveland figure something out?
We're going to talk about Denver and Minnesota at some point. Minnesota beat Denver twice in Denver. They're up 2-0. They're going back to Minnesota.
And the second one was just a beatdown.
And they didn't have Rudy Gobert. They literally played a better game in that case without Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Now they're going to have Rudy Gobert back. They're going to be at home. Well, they should win, right? I would think so. I think Minnesota is going to win game 3 at home. Why wouldn't I think that? It would be the only way you wouldn't think that is if you're just straight guessing, because everything points to if you go up 2-0 on the road, and in one of those cases you blew out the defending champs without your defense. Literally, the guy was named Defensive Player of the Year 5 minutes ago. Odds are when he comes back and you're at home, you should win game 3. But would I be surprised if Denver won game 3? Not really.
No.
Not really. No. Not at all.
I mean, they're a great team, the defending champs, kind of they're the desperate team, I would say, for game 3.
Right.
And those teams can be the dangerous teams.
Those teams, I mean, you hear the whole wounded animal thing, but those can be the most dangerous teams.
Absolutely.
We'll take a break. When we come back, safe or out, today's debut of Kyle, who will ask us the questions. Mike Trout, a great name in baseball. And the way the divisions are shaping up, yes, early May, we're going to talk about the way the divisions are shaping up. We'll do all that next.
What's the missing piece for the 49ers?
Which names will they add during free agency? Whether it's in season or off season, the coverage never stops. Get the latest 49ers news on Sacktown Sports at sacktownsports.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Kyle Draper here from Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. I am loving my new Mercedes EQS electric SUV. This thing is the finest car I've ever had, and I can't wait to do some summer road trips in this thing. Right now, certified pre-owned Mercedes vehicle finance rates are as low as 1.99% APR for qualified buyers. So head on down to Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. It's just a short drive off the I-5 right at the 8 Mile Road exit. It's the best car buying experience you'll ever have online at mbfstockton.com.
At Ashton & Price, we get injury victims to yes. Experience, yes. Ashton & Price has been around for over 25 years. No more insurance companies? Yes. Our clients focus on getting better, and we handle all the rest. Results? Yes. We've collected over $100 million for injury victims. No fee until we win? Yes. Our clients pay nothing until we win. Ashton & Price, the best at getting to yes. Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave for American Energy Heating and Air with a question. Have you recently had a technician diagnose your HVAC system and you were a bit surprised at how much it cost? Or did something seem off about their quote? Because at American Energy, they take pride in giving you honest, straightforward solutions to get that system up and running. Have their qualified technicians come out and give you a free second opinion. It's free. You got nothing to lose but some dollars off of that original quote. They're making the uncomfortable comfortable. They've been doing it since 1981, serving the greater Sacramento area. A+ with the Better Business Bureau. That's why they keep having customers coming back for more and more and more. You can call them and set that appointment at 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Guys, are you ready to give up because you think you've tried everything and you're still dealing with loss of energy, poor sleep, weight gain, and even ED? Revive Men's Health Sacramento has local medical providers that offer low T and ED treatments customized to each patient's unique physical makeup. By working with a specialized compounding lab, personalized treatments are guaranteed, even when generic pills and supplements haven't worked. It all starts with your free comprehensive exam and consultation. Availability is limited. Book today, and for this month only, Revive offers qualified patients a free 1-month supply of personalized ED medication, plus a free ED treatment producing immediate results. The experts at Revive Men's Health Sacramento will work to provide the right treatment for you so you can show up as the best you in all aspects of your life. Call 916-365-4566. That's 916-365-4566. Or send them a private message at revivemenshealth.com.
The Amish have a reputation for craftsmanship, determination, and quality. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa with a word about Naturewood Home Furnishings. You know, those virtues sound quite similar to the Keys family and the day-to-day values on display at Naturewood. The Amish furniture craftsmanship begins with the finest hardwood, shaping and molding the raw materials into one-of-a-kind art. In addition to the classic styles long sought and revered by discriminating furniture lovers, Naturewood Home Furnishings offers a vast selection that includes transitional, modern, farmhouse, arts and crafts, and other stunning styles, all available in the ultimate Amish standard of excellence built over centuries. Let the Naturewood team guide you through their selection of Amish furniture that will be with you forever. Naturewood Home Furnishings, off Highway 50 at Hazel. Look for the water wheel.
Safe or out? It's time to go around baseball. 3 pitches, 3 swings. It's safe or out on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
When I wrote the question to actually, first off, safe. He is. This is, I think, the 4th straight year he's had a major injury. But I hate the conversation, which is why I wrote the question. Well, if you hate the conversation, Dave, why did you write the question? Now, let me land the plane here. Because I don't think Anthony Davis ever wanted to be injured. He's injury prone. And it's one thing to say, you know what, it's tough. It's tough to, guys got injury issues. It's tough to, it's tough to rely on him. You got to factor that in if you want to acquire him to your team. If you're talking like basic, this guy averages 50% of the games every year, that makes it tough, and have that conversation, of course. But I do kind of think it gets bullying a little bit, and relax everybody. But we saw a little bit of that with Ben Simmons, Anthony Davis, Mike Trout. You got Greg Oden, Sam Bowie, you can go on and on and on. Look, has there ever been somebody that's kind of a baby and they're injured, but they're really not? Right. Do other people have higher pain thresholds? Sure. Yes, of course. But I choose, it's just me, I choose to give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't have any issue grading a player based largely on availability, which is the best ability. Yeah. But when we mock them, like, well, Anthony Davis, street clothes. Okay, well, why aren't we going after Kawhi? Why aren't we going after these other guys? Mike Trout, I don't look at it. He should be, for the people making fun of people, on the same level as Anthony Davis or worse. But the bottom line is this: who hates the fact that Mike Trout is constantly injured? Seemingly, Mike Trout.
Right. He broke down. Like he was
Right.
almost to tears when he had to address the media a few weeks
It's
back.
killing him.
Yeah.
And we opened the show talking about time and how it goes faster. Mike Trout sees the end. He's nowhere near retiring, but he sees it.
Yeah.
And time's ticking away, man.
Yeah.
On his legacy and on everything else. So I feel bad for the dude. I really do. But yeah, he's on that level if we're just talking brass tacks.
Yeah, and you know it stinks for the guys that so different than like Anthony Davis, who seemingly would get he's out 2 games, back for 5,
right,
missed 3. Like it was always like nothing like he tore his knee and he's out for a season and a half.
Right.
I feel for those guys though that have like when Klay Thompson did his Achilles and then knee, or knee then Achilles, I can't remember the order, and you're just going, wow, you do all the rehab, all the work, you're by yourself, you're kind of forgotten, then you come back and boom, you have another injury that you know what's ahead of you is more hard work, more pain, more away from everybody, more people talking about you. Man, the guys that have to go through that, I mean, it also shows you that all these guys are the best of the best.
Right.
And sometimes it takes some luck. I mean, have the longevity, the career. Like LeBron, for the most part, has been there all the time. That's amazing.
It really, honestly,
Ripken. I mean, these people that have legendary careers.
I liked where you're going with this. That
there's luck involved.
But it should also remind us, not necessarily to rip these guys getting hurt, but to look at the Ripkins and the LeBrons of the world and the Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, I think was there, Tom Brady. And go, that's really amazing when you look at these other guys.
True.
Jason, and it also, I think part of the sensitivity here is I'm glad you brought up Klay, because when Klay was going through his injuries, you may remember that was when my wife had her knee reconstruction, and I was going with her. She couldn't drive, so I was going with her every day to rehab, watching her work. I'm sitting there working on my phone, on show stuff, whatever I'm doing.
Doing the real work.
Doing the real work while she is, killing herself. Right. Sometimes tears coming out of her eyes, not crying, just it hurts so bad, but she's pushing through her rehab. Now, I'm not, obviously my wife and Klay Thompson, little separate on the athlete scale, but it was sports injuries that caused her to have this reconstruction. It was a 9-month rehab. They grew cartilage from a sample in Denver and then inserted it into her knee, and then it had to grow, and she had to relearn how to do all this. So while Klay was going through that, I'm watching my wife go through that, and I'm thinking, I know he's got a different injury, better equipment, better. I get it.
Still work.
But what people didn't see with a guy like Klay or Mike Trout, they don't see the 6 a.m. showing up, the sitting there after a workout, just staring into space, wondering if you're ever going to be the same. I get it. They're millionaires. Yeah. I'm not trying to play a violin here, but I do respect the work it takes and the psychological toll that it takes as well. Incidentally, Jason, Mike Trout, obviously COVID was one of these years, but since 2020, 53 games, 36 games, 119 games, 82 last year. That's a basketball season, and 29 this year. He's going to probably miss between, as we said, 4 and 8 weeks. Number 2, please.
Safe or out?
The Brewers' Robert Gasser will make his major league debut this weekend. Safe or Trout? This is an elite baseball name, Robert Gasser.
Oh, it's safe, especially as a pitcher. Now you've got guys like Bobby Gasser. Yeah, he's probably a better pitcher. Speaking of Bob Walk, probably not the best pitcher name.
Right.
Eric Plunk, probably not the best pitcher name. Why am I thinking? I had one this morning. There was a hitter. It wasn't like Donovan Smash, but it was. There have been
Steve strikeout.
Steve ground ball to second.
There was Billy Whiff.
Derek double play.
Robert Gasser is new.
That's a good name. And he's bringing the heat.
He's bringing the heat. Yeah,
he throws knuckleballs.
It's so funny though when the are there any knuckleballers right now? By the way, you got me thinking now.
I don't know if there is.
I think there's one.
Where's the Necros of the world today?
Yeah.
Where are those guys? Where's the? Wasn't Jamie Moyer a knuckleballer?
No, he just threw slowly.
He just.
Yeah.
There was one who I thought played for Boston a couple years ago.
Yeah, Wakefield.
Oh, Tim Wakefield.
No, not like 2021 or 22. Not.
Yeah, you're probably right.
No, I don't know that.
What's funny is this guy Gasser, he was probably going to make the major league team, and he had some bone chip issues or whatever in spring training, so they sent him back down to the minors. This always cracks me up. So he's worked his way back from the injury. It was with AAA Nashville, and he went 0-1 and had a 5.25 ERA, and they call him up. And I'm like, oh, okay. I know it's a lot more complicated than that, but still, it's not like he was tearing it up in AAA. But hey, man,
good for Gasser.
Good for Gasser. Number 3, please.
Safe or out.
R.A. Dickey was the latest nothing. Somebody said from the 209. Wasn't he a Blue Jay?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
The guy I was thinking of was Matt Waldron. He had a cup of coffee with the Padres.
He's Matt Waldron.
Good old Matt Waldron.
Now in the minors. But he throws a knuckleball.
Thanks to Julie for checking in on the YouTube chat. Danny Wood of New Kids on the Block is a grandpa.
Oh,
hey,
there we go.
That's great knowledge, Julie. Thank you. That's the type of chat we're looking for.
That's right.
I've never seen her chat, but
this was her time. She made an impact.
Got it. She pinch hit a home run.
That's right.
That's right. Walk it off.
All right, very quickly because we're late for a break. The largest division lead in baseball is 2 games, except the National League West, where the Dodgers lead by 6.5 games over a bunch of below 500 teams. Say for Trout, the race for the West is over in early May.
2 things. Don't editorialize on the questions. Thank you. Secondly, Cubs are a half back of the Brewers. The Braves 2 back of the Phillies. 1.5 back of Texas is Seattle, as are Minnesota and Kansas City. Hey, look at Kansas City, 1.5 back from Cleveland. And your Yankees, I believe, idle yesterday, Yankees, were they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they lost.
Oh, they did lose.
Yeah, Judge hit a bomb.
Half game back of the Orioles. That's going to be a fun race to watch. And then you got the Dodgers. 6.5 ahead of the 20-20 Padres. But the Dodgers, hey, remember when they were struggling? They've won 7 in a row. They've won 8 of 10. Safe. Boring injury. You always have to say that. That race is over. I mean, honestly, the race was over in, December, but that race is
when they added Shohei.
Yeah.
And they already had Mookie and Freeman.
And then who's the other guy they got? Didn't they get the other guy from Japan, the pitcher?
Yes.
I don't even want to try it. Yamamoto, thank you.
I feel like it's over. Right, and that's even a division that has been good in the past with Arizona last year, Padres before, Giants every once in a while sneak up there. Rockies aren't very good, but it's theirs to win. It's over.
Fun Dodgers. Whatever. Just somebody knock them out in the playoffs, please.
Likely.
Please. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's still around. I had to put it in here. Can we talk about this picture, this golf picture with Malik
let's
Monk?
do it.
Let's do that. Happened over the weekend. Vivek posted it, as did others. Let's just talk about what the picture does and doesn't mean. We'll do that next.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It's finally Friday, and we've got a comfortable start to the day. Temperatures starting out in the 50s. We'll get into the afternoon with plenty of sunshine, light northwest winds, and highs today in the lower 90s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
At Elk Grove Honda, we make sure every certified pre-owned Honda is one we buy from ourselves. Right now, you'll find interest rates as low as 1.99% APR on approved credit. See our certified pre-owned Hondas in the Elk Grove Auto Mall or online at elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Every day, Cintas service reps help businesses get ready for the workday. They provide freshly laundered workwear delivered every week. Mats, mops, restroom and cleaning supplies. First aid and safety products to help your employees stay safe. They even test and inspect fire extinguishers and emergency lights. Cintas helps keep your business running smoothly. See what Cintas can do for you. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You've been waiting all winter for the snow to melt and the golf course to awaken. It's time for your long-awaited spring golf getaway to Plumas Pines Golf Resort in beautiful Gray Eagle, California. The timing is perfect to take advantage of Plumas Pines Spring Special. You can walk the course for $75 or ride for $90, available 7 days a week through May 23rd. Beneath towering pines adjacent to the Feather River, Plumas Pines Golf Resort offers a spectacular round of mountain golf. You'll love the grandeur of the Sierra, the calmness of Gray Eagle, and the wonderful test of golf at Plumas Pines with spring special rates of $75 to walk and $90 to ride 7 days a week until May 23rd. Make your reservation at plumaspinesgolf.com. Whether you visit for the day or stay a few days, Plumas Pines Golf Resort will make your play memorable. Visit plumaspinesgolf.com and make your tee time reservations for the spring special rates available 7 days a week. That's plumaspinesgolf.com.
In a world where everybody and their mother makes a primed trim board, contractors have to ask one question. Do I know what's under the primer? Available at just about every lumberyard you can imagine. Vintage trim boards are made from lodgepole pine. That's the stuff telephone poles and railroad ties are made of. It's durable. It's straight. It's been doing the job for generations. Manufactured right here in the USA. Ask for it by name. VintageTrimboards.com.
Hey, movie fans, playing this week at the Esquire IMAX Theater in downtown Sacramento, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the IMAX experience.
This was a human place. It is not yours.
It is now, isn't it? The combination of groundbreaking visuals and the immersive experience of the Esquire IMAX 6-story screen will make this an epic event. Don't miss out on the opportunity to see the next chapter, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, at the Esquire IMAX Theater. Grab your tickets at IMAX.com/Sacramento and reserve your seat today.
So here's a fact. 85% of the population will suffer from foot pain in their lifetime. That's almost everyone. So you'd think there'd be plenty of healthy long-term remedies, but there just aren't. Right? Hi, I'm Dan from the Good Feet store. You know, people come in all the time sharing the same frustrating story. Bought this, tried that, been there, done whatever, all different kinds of things, but all with a similar result. Nothing. A discouraging and endless cycle of disappointment. If this rings a bell, don't despair. There is hope. If you think you've tried everything, you probably haven't tried Good Feet arch supports from the Good Feet store. They're designed to relieve, even eliminate, the pain commonly caused by certain foot conditions like plantar fasciitis, bunions, flat feet, and others. Plus, provide better balance and increased comfort.
Do you have sore feet, an aching back, or plantar fasciitis? Then get to the Good Feet store nearest you for your free arch support fitting. Good Feet arch supports are only available at the Good Feet store. Elevate your golf game at Timber Creek Golf Course in Roseville. Just named to the prestigious Golfer's Choice 2024 Top 25 Public Golf Courses in all of California by Golf Pass. Timber Creek offers an unparalleled experience. Our revamped practice facility features a grass driving range, expanded putting greens, and a chipping area complete with sand traps. Whether you're a pro or just starting your golf journey, Timber Creek is the place to be. Visit us and discover why we're the talk of Sacramento and beyond. Unwind and tee off at Timber Creek Golf Course.
Country in the Park is back May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo with Brantley Gilbert, Dustin Lynch, Jay Cohen, Walker Hayes, and more. Tickets start at just $46. Country in the Park May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo. For more information, visit CITPFest.com.
Brought to you by Kids Care Dental and Orthodontics, the Hot Tub Store, and Kettleman's.
KHTKAM Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, your flagship station for the Beam Team.
Should we light the beam? Light the beam, baby.
Sacktown Sports. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sacktown Sports.
Welcome back. I'm going to go down a road here real quick, and I want to apologize in advance because I know that there's some PTFD that's going to come from this, post-traumatic fan disorder. Once upon a time on our illustrious owner, Vivek Ranadive's Instagram page, he posted a picture, and it was a picture of him. He was at dinner, and amongst those at dinner with him, I can't remember the fourth, but I know that it was him, then general manager Vlade Divac, and a young prospect named Luka Doncic. And I remember it was, oh, wow. You're giving me a weird look. Why? Do you not remember it?
No. You have the fourth? Because I'm...
Oh, no, you remember the picture. You don't remember the fourth person. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it out. Bring it back up. Was it Alvin Gentry? I don't know. Anyways, we all saw that picture and we're like, what? Oh, here we go. Hold on. It's somebody photoshopped. Not this. I'll show you. Somebody photoshopped Marvin Bagley's head on Luka Doncic. When I look, it's his son. I think that's Anil on the left. Vivek's son, Anil. Okay, so Vivek, his son, Luka, and Vlade are all smiling. Maybe it was Anil that posted it, and I believe this was pre-draft. They were having a meal in Madrid. Okay, and I remember us all looking at that and going, "Oh, yeah." Not for nothing, I had a dream like 3 nights ago where I was off smoking with Vlade at halftime, as we often would do, and I had like gone back in time and stuff, or gone forward in time, and the dream was me trying to convince Vlade to draft Luka, and like, without sounding crazy, be like, Vlade, I'm just telling you, I know this is I know I have no legs to stand on. Please, God, I actually, in my dream, it was basically like, is there any way I could convince Vlade Divac on the advice of a radio host to draft Luka? And I was sitting there and I was like, Vlade, I will give you the deed to my house, all my cars. Like, I will put my money, like, I promise you, please, God, trust me. This is the biggest decision of your managerial life. Please listen to me. And he was just looking at me like, I will, I'll take it in consideration. This is good Vlade, huh?
Yeah, it was great.
And
I thought he was here.
I don't know if he ended up drafting him or not, but anyways, in the dream.
Yeah.
So over the weekend, Vivek posted a picture of himself. I believe it was him, Keegan, Monty, Wes, Alvin Gentry,
Mike Brown.
I want to say there were 7 there. What were I forgetting?
I think the 2 players were Keegan and Malik.
And Malik.
You said Mike Brown, Wes, Monty.
Yeah, you said 6, so wouldn't the 7th be Malik?
Oh, you said Malik though, right? Or no?
I thought I said.
Wait, Malik and Keegan. That's 2. Brown and Gentry. Wilcox.
Brown, Gentry,
and
Wes, Monty.
I don't remember who the 7th was.
I mean, not that this matters, but.
Well, then wouldn't the 7th one be Vivek?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So.
I think there's 8 because there might be 2 foursomes.
Yeah, I remember it not being 8, though. It was.
Oh, well, then we got the
1,
7.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7. Yes, from left to right. Mike Brown, Keegan Murray, Malik Monk, Vivek in the middle, Alvin Gentry, Monty McNair, and then the guy on the far right, who I saw several people saying, I don't know who that guy is. That's Wes Wilcox, the assistant GM. And they're playing golf. Now, and by the way, please understand, I'm in no way, shape, or form trying to mock or condescend anyone who looked at that picture and felt good about it, because you might be right. Like, I don't know. Like, good. I looked at that picture and I was like, at the very least, it's Malik Monk voluntarily spending free time in the off season with the owner and front office and a player, and that's not something he's required to do. And at the very least, these guys all have a strong relationship, and that certainly can't hurt in re-signing him. Those, I think, are undeniable facts.
Yeah. Where if the same picture's taken and Malik's not there, I don't know that I immediately go, hey, where's Malik?
Right.
With the exception of the fact that I know he loves golf and he's got the bug right now.
Sure.
And so you go, oh, I just might have been, maybe he's out of town or he's just not here. But
yeah,
he obviously was there and he played, and wasn't he wearing Kings gear? And people were like breaking that down too. I'm like, oh, he's still wearing King stuff.
Yeah, he is. He was. It looks like he's wearing is that a Kings polo, I think, or it's a Kings like vest on top of. Yeah, he's got this weird thing where his golf shirt's untucked. He's wearing pants, and then the shirt and collar. That's a good look, Malik, actually, in a bucket hat. Already seeing this on both the text line and Zeeb's asking this as well in the chat. Is well, if there's 7, somebody probably took the photo. Who was that? My guess, Doug Christie, who's a golf aficionado. If I had to guess, although it'd be weird like not having him in the photo, but I'm guessing the 8th person. That's why there's 7 showing. Usually it's foursomes. Probably took the photo. Could that be look? We can give you the optimistic side, which we just kind of did. And hey, they play golf. That doesn't mean that Malik signed a contract, but certainly can't hurt. And it's great to see that relationship there. And also, I'm sure they weren't talking about it like, hey, Malik, nice shot. You going to re-sign?
Right.
But again, can't hurt. And also I think they all, and maybe I'm overthinking it, Jason, but I think they all kind of understood, especially with Vivek putting the picture out. Like, you put a picture out like that, you know what the fan base is going to do and react and how they're going to react. Now, why would you want to do that if you're setting yourself up for, they have to have some sort of understanding of that. On the other hand, guys, and I hope this is wrong, Malik informed Vivek and the front office, hey, I'm most likely going to go elsewhere. And they said, well, we love you. Let's go play some golf. And it was a last hurrah, say goodbye, whatever. Now, I don't think either's true because
it could just be golf.
Yeah, I think it's just golf because you know what? I don't think anybody's reached out to Malik Monk yet and made any offers. Orlando, which is one of the
You're technically not supposed to.
Yeah,
correct?
That's what I'm saying. It would be tampering at this point. You can't. So I think they were just playing golf. Get the breaking news bed before we. As a matter of fact, don't worry about it. We'll take a break. When we come back, we have breaking news in the NBA. We will get to as well as 3 for Madness. In the meantime, you know what? You guys are doing great, showing up every day, listening to the program, putting up with us, whatever it may be. How about I do something for you? How about I put some money in your pocket? By me, I mean them, and I mean American Energy Heating and Air. We want to get you up to $9,000 in rebates from Spud and PG&E. Yeah, I'm going to see these guys later today, and I always like plugging in with them on the golf course. They'll let me know what's going on. And no coincidence, we're going to play right before the heat really kicks in, although it'll be 90 today, which is, well, let's put it this way. If we were playing a game of which is going to be higher today, the temperature or Carmichael Dave's golf score, I can tell you right now, do not bet on the temperature. Do not bet on the temperature, but that's a fun game to play in the summer. Make the switch to electric this spring. Save big with American Energy and stay ahead of those spiking energy bills this summer with, as I said, up to $9,000 in rebates on a new ultra-high efficiency comfort system. American Energy providing huge rebates from SMUD as well as PG&E. And installing one of many incredibly efficient AC options available to you right now. That's how you get it. Come on, break here. No break here. Okay, good. I think I said all that on the air, by the way. Get rid of those. So no break. This is it. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back. Get rid of those fluctuating gas bills in the winter and switch to year-round all-electric with American Energy. Hey, Kyle, let me... Oh, never mind. I know the answer to that. Never mind. I had a question. I don't have it anymore. Let American Energy perform a free at-home energy efficiency analysis and see where they can help you save for the warmer months ahead. Call 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. From the 916, Vivek also announced a baseball expansion. I doubt he cleared posting this picture with anyone. from the 916, maybe Malik had a Groupon.
That's clever.
Is that right about Vivek? You know what that is, right? Look, Vivek's a 2-glove golfer. Atta baby. He's got 2 gloves. Right? Look at that. Look at it right in the middle. It's kind of hard to see, but
yeah.
Hey.
He's channeling your energy.
I knew I liked him for some reason. Look at that. And also, could it be Malik Monk's agent taking the picture? Give me the breaking news, Ben, if you would, please.
When it breaks,
we have it first.
It's Sacktown Sports breaking news.
Yeah, it is breaking news. Very, very much expected. The Phoenix Suns plan to hire Bucks former champion Mike Budenholzer as their head coach on a deal expected to approach 8 figures per year. What does that mean? The deal is going to be like, hey, 8 figures. And 8 figures be like, yeah, what's going on? Oh, I just wanted to approach you, and then walk away. Like, what does that mean? Of course, Mike Budenholzer is originally from Holbrook, Arizona. I said, of course, like we all knew that.
He's a Holbrook guy?
He is Holbrook Mike is how he used to call in.
Not Halfbrook.
No, Holbrook. Thank you.
Whole thing.
David Fisdale, the former assistant, and former Memphis Grizzlies coach, will now transition to a front office role, or as we like to call it, the Alvin. And he will do his thing there. But there you go. So, Jason, we need to get to 3 for Madness. And this makes question 3 a little bit interesting. But I will say this now, based on them hiring Mike Budenholzer, everything's great in Phoenix. It's going to work now.
I know we have it coming up a little bit later with Ishbia talk, but new owner. Just to get a little mess out there, right? If LeBron gets the label as a coach killer, where's Durant?
Uh-oh. He's in Phoenix.
Oh,
by the way.
Oh, third coach?
Third coach.
In just over a year?
Somebody brought up, actually, I was reading an article. And they brought
a couple in Phoenix and Brooklyn, by the way. Too.
Yeah, he did. Did he
had 3.
Didn't he have more than 1 in Oklahoma City too, or no? I can't remember.
He had 2. He had Scott Brooks and then Billy Donovan.
And just Kerr, but still, he had 3 in Brooklyn.
Yeah, because it was originally Atkinson and then Steve Nash, and then he was there for the like a cup of coffee with Chalk Vaughn.
Yeah, and then now Monty and
Jacques
Vogel and Coach Bud. Okay, anyway,
that's 9 coaches.
This article was saying that is it really outlandish to think that LeBron James could privately petition the NBA to make an exception to their player coach rule if he wanted to, and that the NBA would acquiesce, knowing that it benefited all parties? It's not going to happen. I'm really rooting for that to happen. You know what? LeBron, you want to coach? Coach. But then it's like, how many minutes does LeBron play?
Yeah.
Is LeBron load managing? Is he playing 48 a night? Hey, what's that play? LeBron. Oh, okay. Oh, what about this one? LeBron. 3 for Madness right now, please.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
All right. By the way, the San Francisco Chronicle reporting that the Sacramento Zoo is leaving Sacramento permanently. That was the headline.
Got traded?
It's just they're done. They're done in Sacramento. They have relocated. You got it bad, Oakland. We're losing our zoo.
Yeah.
Then after you click on the link, they're going to Elk Grove. So, that's basically
that move.
Isn't
they
it?
Just walk over?
Yeah. Honestly, that's a great point, Jason. I want to be there for like, can we have like a parade route with like all the giraffes and hey, there's the monkeys, there's the lions.
Hey, who you call?
There's a zebra. Or yes,
2 by 2.
Yes, or they just walk them all like Noah's Ark style,
yeah,
straight down I-5, or did they take 99? Maybe
single file, please.
Yeah, keep it going, keep it moving there, turkeys.
I see you, turtle. Get in line.
Stem flamingos. So they're going to Elk Grove. It's like the Warriors going from Oakland to San Francisco. They left
That's
Oakland.
Exactly right.
They left Oakland.
Yeah.
But they're right there.
Yeah. But does the Elk Grove Zoo have the same pop?
I think here's the thing. Elk Grove's not going to allow this, but they should still call it the Sacramento Zoo. Elk Grove, Sacramento. I know Elk Grove truthers. It's an actual city.
There's Elk Grove truthers?
Dude, there are absolutely Elk Grove truthers. Yes. They're like, yo, Sheldon represents Laguna.
Stand up.
Yeah, stand up. But like, Elk Grove is Sacramento. Just like Roseville and Rockland are Sacramento, and West Sacramento is Sacramento. They're all Sacramento. I know they want to
call you Sacramento Dave.
Well, that's different.
Okay.
Well, I'll get back to you as to why.
Okay.
But I feel like that's different. I don't like that.
I should call it the Elk Grove Zoo of Sacramento.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. By the way, the distance from Sacramento to Elk Grove.
16 miles.
Kyle, you want to weigh in on that?
17 miles.
What did you say?
16?
Circle gets the square on the dot. Wow. 16 miles. And by the way, you said 17.
That was way off.
What an idiot.
Depending on where you're going, it might be 17.
That's true.
My goodness.
You miss a light and you have to turn left.
And not for nothing.
Sacramento left, Kyle.
Oh, just checked it out. From Oracle, from Oakland Coliseum to Chase Center.
Because
I compared this to the Warriors moving.
I'll go 41.
I'll go 22.
Well, you should have stopped your first one. So it's 16 miles from Elk Grove to Sacramento. It's 17 miles.
Wow.
From Chase. So it's the same thing.
Wow.
Call it the Golden State Zoo. Just keep it all the same. Yes. Question one.
We said yesterday the Celtics would have to play poorly for the Cavs to win. Did they?
Well, I'll let you make the decision after this.
12-point Cavs lead. Mitchell spinning, laying in, finishing.
Yeah, it sounds like they played crappily.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yes. This is always tricky because you don't want to take any credit away. It's like, well, did the Celtics play bad, or did the Cavs really come up on their defense and force them to? Well, the answer is probably a little bit of both. I will tell you this, Jason. The Celtics shot 41% from the field, 23% from behind the arc. They only had 7 turnovers. You can't blame it on that. But they were out-rebounded by 13. And that's really about it. It's just when you look at the Cavs with their splits of 54 and 46, and the Celtics were 41 and 23, there's your ball game.
Yeah, big shots were made, execution late. The way the Cavs just stayed with it, and then Donovan Mitchell was absolutely amazing. So, but he had help. He had lots of guys help, and Boston didn't have the same kind of reinforcements that they did in the first game, where White and Jaylen Brown were so good. This time it was just kind of a grind through game for Boston. So more credit to me on this one for the Cavs.
30-24 Cavs in the first. Then Boston outscores them 30-24 in the second. How about the Cavaliers going for 64 to Boston's 40 in the second half? That, I think I speak for every single person in the entire world that isn't a Cavs fan. When the Cavs came out to that lead in the first and then Boston had it tied going into the half, it was like, okay, I don't even need to really watch the second half, but I will.
It was a double-digit underdog that won by more than 20 points on the road.
That's got to be
that's up there.
Okay, that's got to be up there, if not the first in a small group there. All right, number 2, please.
Question 2.
Talked about it earlier. If the Celtics don't win a title this year, will Joe Mazzulla be back next year?
I don't think so. I don't. And I'm not here to tell you whether that's fair or not. I'm saying that's just the expectation. They get paid a lot of money as far as the cap goes. They've got the stars. They went and got Jrue Holiday. They went and got Porzingis. You got Tatum and Brown. I mean, that team is stacked. They killed it in the regular season. It sounds silly to fire a guy whose team won 60-plus games and lost 3 or 4 times at home all year and got the 1 seed and just came up short. But at some point, Joe Mazzulla, no offense to him, but he wasn't supposed to be the coach ever. This was because of what's his face with Houston's issue. Ime Udoka. Thank you. So I just think the way the culture is in Boston, they're like, yeah, you got this shot, but if not, you're going to see a move. And by the way, there's some names out there that I think would fit quite well there.
Yeah, I think it's just the reality of sports. I don't think it's right. I mean, yes, whether it's fair, I don't think it's fair, but it's the way it's done. If I was running that team, I would absolutely run it back and maybe look to add a little more depth to the bench. Other than that, if you feel pressure to make a change, then maybe it's Missoula. Or if you really deep down go, yeah, there's something missing from him, I think I'd run the whole thing back, but I would not in the slightest be surprised if he got fired if they didn't win.
Cut number 3, please, or question 3.
Question 3.
Frank Vogel is out. Mike Budenholzer is in Phoenix. Was this the right move?
Yeah, well, this is like we talked about earlier. You're going to see people all day long coming down right on one side. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Nobody knows. I have no idea. What I can't speak to, because I think now it's two different questions. Was getting rid of Frank Vogel the right move? Was hiring Mike Budenholzer the right move? I can't speak to the second. I don't know. We'll see how it works. I know it's a boring answer, but I don't know. But let's go back to the first, Jason. This is an acute case of new owneritis.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Ishbia, I'm sure, has all the best intentions. He's not Robert Sarver, but you want to talk about taking every shortcut you possibly can and wanting to win in the now. And I'm sure he came in and said, guys, look, Sarver screwed this whole thing up. These fans deserve better. We've got a chance. We're going to go out. We're going to win a championship within the next 2 years. And I don't care about what happens down the road. We'll figure out down the road. I want to figure this out now. And that is your directive, Mr. General Manager, and go out there. And I don't give a crap about draft picks. What did he say? Draft picks are just future assets or whatever he said the other day that was dumb. And he's going to see now that he has not just likely have reached a pinnacle with this team. Maybe they're a second round team. Maybe they're a Western Conference Finals team. Certainly doesn't look like a championship team. And they have very little ability to rebuild. Not with what they've gotten rid of.
Yeah, no, they're kind of trapped. They're landlocked here on what they've got as a roster. It's a good roster. It's not a great roster. And I think, this is many layers because it feels like, is firing of Frank Vogel the right move to hire Coach Bud? Kind of like you said, it's really tough to tell. Vogel was a champion. Coach Bud was a champion that at one point Milwaukee was just ready to be done with him. And I feel that's where Phoenix was after they got rid of Monty Williams, who everybody said was like the greatest thing going. So it's like, make up your mind. What do you want? What are you searching for? And it seems like they felt their offense should be better. So the only reason I say maybe it's a good move is if they think Coach Bud will get more out of their offense. Maybe they can be a better offensive team. I don't think they're a championship team.
We've only got a few seconds left, so I've got it right in front of me. Matt Ishbia took over 15 months ago. 15 months ago. In that time, he has traded Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, and 4 first-round draft picks, along with an unprotected 2028 pick swap for Kevin Durant. He fired Monty Williams, hired Frank Vogel. Traded Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, and 4 unprotected first-round pick swaps and 6 second-round picks for Bradley Beal. Traded 2 first-round pick swaps to the Grizzlies for 3 second-round picks. Traded an unprotected 2026 first-round pick swap to the Magic for 3 second-round picks. Dumped Cam Payne as a salary dump and a second-round pick to the Spurs for nothing. Traded DeAndre Ayton and Toumani Camara for Yusef Nurkic, Grayson Allen, and Nasir Little. Traded a future unprotected first-round pick swap and 3 second-round picks for Royce O'Neal and David Roddy. Fired Frank Vogel, hired Mike Budenholzer. There is a guy who used to own the Washington Wizards, then Bullets, and his name was George Stepien. George Stepien, I forget what the acquisition was, but he traded like 8 or 10 consecutive first-round draft picks to whatever team for this guy. And the guy didn't work out. And the then Bullets, now Wizards, spent a long time being terrible because they had no draft picks and nothing to work with. The NBA, as a result of that, created what's called the Stepien rule, which Kings fans should know about. For example, in the Herter trade, you cannot trade 2 consecutive draft picks. It would have to be 26 and 28 or 27 and 29. And if one pick is encumbered, in this case, that pick they might owe to Atlanta, you can't trade the following year's pick until that draft pick is resolved one way or the other. That's the Stepien rule in a nutshell. there may have to be an Ishbia addendum at some point too, because they are so clear. The only assets they have, Jason, are their players right now, and they at some point will have to almost certainly trade off the lot of them to rebuild that cupboard. But every year you're talking about Beal and Durant, who are incredibly diminishing assets at this point.
Booker's the one.
Devin Booker's going to have to be the one.
And that's the one they don't want to trade, I'm sure.
When they don't want to trade the most, and he wants to be there for his career. But I don't see, unless he's cool with 35 win years coming up in 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Mavs beat Oklahoma City, one of 2 road teams, both road teams really, won last night. This is an interesting series. We got some audio for you. We'll talk about it next.
Harrison Barnes plays here.
Harrison Barnes drives it, hammers it. The Black Falcon soaring into the night sky on a Monday evening in Northern California.
Sacktown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It's finally Friday, and we've got a comfortable start to the day. Temperatures starting out in the 50s. We'll get into the afternoon with plenty of sunshine, light northwest winds, and highs today in the lower 90s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
At Elk Grove Honda, we make sure every certified pre-owned Honda is one we buy from ourselves. Right now, you'll find interest rates as low as 1.99% APR on approved credit. See our certified pre-owned Hondas in the Elk Grove Auto Mall or online at elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Waddy here, reminding you that not all gas grills are created equal. Bring out all the delicious flavors in your grilled meats with the amazing Napoleon Prestige and Prestige Pro line of outdoor cookers. My Napoleon Stainless Steel Pro Series gas grill has turned me into a grilling pro with features other grills cannot match. They're built different, built better, built to last. Made with premium stainless steel that boasts quality and a lifetime warranty. I may never want to cook indoors again. Napoleon grills and accessories are now available at your nearby Amy's, Ace Hardware in Sacramento, and now El Dorado.
Power Business Technology is proud to be 100% independent, locally owned, and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a 2022 Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopier.com.
Capital Casino has been serving the greater Sacramento area in the same convenient downtown location for over 20 years, with plenty of close by, well-lit parking monitored by security staff and offering the most variety of table games in the region in a safe and friendly environment. Best food, best service, and the best action. That's Capital Casino. For more information on tournaments and gaming, check out their website at capital-casino.com. And please remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Do you hear that? That's your air conditioner working overtime this summer. But it's not just the temperature that's rising, so is your electric bill. Stop paying sky-higher rates for your electricity with a solar electric system from Aztec Solar. Finally, you can calculate your monthly savings when you go solar without sitting through a 2-hour in-home sales pitch. Visit yourpowersavings.com and Aztec Solar will text you how much you'll save each month by going solar. Since 1980, Aztec Solar has helped thousands of homeowners with solar pool heating, solar electricity, and backup energy storage. Going solar is like getting an extra paycheck every month. How much will your paycheck be? Find out at yourpowersavings.com. Yourpowersavings.com. Looking for a deal today? Now you can own a solar electric system for just $99.95 cash offer after incentives. Act now. This offer expires soon. Aztec Solar. Solar and only solar since 1980.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sacktown Sports.
That's great. Coming back from break, you see Jason, and on the left side of the camera is just my boiler, just my belly in there. Hey, Jason, do you think honest question, do you think I'd look weird if I was like, not like bodybuilder muscular, but like look at like Alan Styles.
Mm-hmm.
but in my frame, which would be much bigger. No offense, Alan. That would look kind of weird, wouldn't it, though? I don't know. Like, you get used to some people just looking the way they do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it wouldn't look weird.
I don't know if, because then my face would thin down, and then I think my head would look longer. I worry about that sometimes. Like if I'm actually,
hey, why the long face?
Right, exactly, genetics. So I don't know, Jason, but I do like ice cream.
Hey, you know what I did yesterday?
What?
For the first time in 2024?
Yeah,
I jumped in the pool.
Oh, how was that?
Mine are like BBs.
You need I got a client.
It was chilly, but it felt great. I did not have chili.
It was chilly.
I jumped in with chili.
Did it really feel great?
Yeah, it did. It's exhilarating. I was doing some work in the yard, and I worked up a lather. I said, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm jumping in the pool. Hi!
And you didn't. You're not the like me. You're not the dip your toe guy in, and
you just gotta go. Because if you just dip your toe in and then like you won't make it, you won't go. You're like, oh, it's too cold.
Don't you worry?
That's torture.
Don't you worry about like because I read about like the heart attacks.
You've read about a bunch of them happening when someone jumps in the pool.
Isn't that like a thing, especially with dudes, where like you have a heart attack if you jump into
heck
like
of a way to go.
What? doing the polar bear challenge or whatever?
I wouldn't even say it's polar plunge because when I first got the pool, I did that every month. That was really torturous. I mean, it was very warm outside, but I still maintain the warmer outside. People feel like, oh, good, I want to go in the pool. You need the temperatures to be actually closer together, the better it is.
From the 916, I was in my unheated pool all year. Why?
Yeah, because you can.
But it's so cold.
It's the pole. It's good for you. There's some sort of scientific, I don't know what's being released or something that you feel. That was a really good breakdown, wasn't it?
Scientifically, yes.
Yes. It's the scientific relief that you feel.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, you know what?
Pheromones? I don't know.
I don't like unpheromones. I don't like doing this. Like someone will say like, oh, I did the thing. And then the other person has to one up them. So you did something. You were out in your yard yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Painting a fence.
Painting a fence.
Yeah.
Up and down or side to side.
Yes.
Okay. And then you jumped in the pool, which is really healthy for you. Not trying to be that guy.
What'd you do?
You know what I did?
What?
For the low price of $36.99, that's $36.99. I got a 5-pound bag of Dole Whip soft serve mix. And you don't even need milk. You just mix it with water and freeze it. And then you put it in my little ice cream machine I got, the Ninja Creamy, and you get Dole Whip.
Okay.
At your fingertips.
Wow.
I got a case of Fairlife milk.
Yeah.
1%. And 4 boxes of sugar-free Oreo cookie pudding mix and a bag of Oreo cookies. So you make you freeze that, the milk and the pudding, and then you throw the Oreos into cookies and cream.
Mm-hmm. Is it good?
No, I haven't received them yet.
Oh, you ordered it.
I ordered it. I get it in 3 days or less. But I do have chocolate peanut butter in the freezer right now. I'm going to have tonight for dessert. But 30 grams of protein.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow.
On the road to health.
Yes.
Speaking of being on the road.
I'm fascinated by where the gadgets all hang out.
This one's on the counter by the...
so it's out. It's not about.
So I have like a salt and a pepper grinder. I look like I'm milking a cow.
Yes, you do.
They're like these tall white ones. And you squeeze the top and the pepper comes out or the salt comes out. You know those.
Yeah.
And then I have 3 little jars, like a sugar. What's the thing you put sugar in? A sugar jar, a sugar,
sure.
the little white thing that you put sugar in. You teaspoon it out of. What are those called?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Sugar holder.
But I have
Sugar bear.
I have kosher salt in one, black pepper in the other, and then table salt in the other. So when I'm cooking, I do the thing where
a little pinch.
Yeah, a little pinch of it and all that, and then
the Salt Bay.
Yeah, Salt Bay. And then I have the Ninja Creamy right next to it, which I do need to bring in. It's just a bitch to bring.
With a strawberry slicer.
It's a lot to carry.
And then you bring back the dog bed.
From MC, Dave loves being active so much he forgot to tell his waistline. MC, I don't. That's just. You know what I'm going to say?
When are you guys going to hang out?
I'm just going to say that's hurtful. That was I haven't said anything bad today.
Maybe you invite MC over for the pizza party.
Why? So he can accuse me of being part of Deep Pizza?
Just to see if you guys can work it out.
Yeah. Man, MC comes and knocks on the door. He's like instantly checking the corners. Behind the door, comes in with his yarn. Just saying, that was unnecessary. That's a fat joke at my expense. I just want you to be healthy, Dave. I just want the Mavs Oklahoma City series to be a good one, and right now it is. This could easily be 2-0 either side. Both games have been great. Both games have seen back and forth, and both games have had Chet Holmgren 3-pointers.
Gilgeous Alexander finds Holmgren on the wraparound. Yeah. And the three goes for Chet Holmgren. Yeah, we've been talking about that.
Chet Holmgren, I don't know if you saw this at one point. He was up in the air and his legs got kicked out from under him. Did you see where he fell?
Yeah.
Okay, can I just say this? When I saw him fall, my stomach dropped because he hit his head. His head whipped down on the floor. And that is so dangerous. There's actually horrible things that can come from that, not just a concussion or whatever, but permanent damage.
Sure.
And for a split second, I was like, oh my God, I stopped everything and I almost stood out of my chair, super worried for him. And the dude just sat there and looked up for a little bit and then just hopped up and played the rest of the game. What the hell is in Chet Holmgren's head? What kind of metal play? You saw he banged off the floor. These kids, they're hard heads. I was so happy he was okay. But this is one of those Oklahoma City, they don't have playoff experience. Dallas does. They've got, championship experience with Kyrie Irving, especially. I don't want to make too much out of one win, but OKC's got it now. You got to go grab a road win now, kids.
Yeah. And I think they had the stat yesterday. Dallas has been really good after losing a game, either the first game in a series or a game in the series, and they bounced back, and they did that yesterday to get home court. They found more of Luka. Kyrie wasn't even that amazing. He was more of an assist guy. What it was PJ Washington. I mean, he was just sitting in that corner and hitting threes, and they did a really good job of spreading the wealth. And those two guys, between Kyrie and Luka, put so much pressure on the defense, and they found some openings for other players.
Daniel Gafford looked like he hurt himself too. He's been huge for them. In this series, and it'll be interesting to see what comes from that. PJ Washington, by the way, what did Dallas give up for PJ Washington? Isn't this the guy we wanted forever from Charlotte?
Yeah.
It always seems he averages 57 points a game.
It was Grant Williams and a first round pick, I think.
Yeah, Grant Williams was their big offseason addition, and then it just wasn't working. They moved him pretty quickly.
Grant Williams, Seth Curry, and a 2027 first-round pick. Well, why couldn't – I mean, I love him, but I'm just thinking, what would our equivalent be? Like Trey Lyles, Davion Mitchell, and a 2027 pick? Was that – I don't know. I'm trying to think of what our equivalent would be.
I don't know, but –
I guess money-wise, maybe Sasha?
I don't know. Why can't we get PJ Washington's – I mean, multiple PJ,
right.
3 of them.
Right.
Anyways, there I go. Sorry. So this will be interesting. This will be interesting going back to Dallas. Dallas is notoriously a loud gym. They're going to be behind those Mavs, and OKC is going to have to test their playoff mettle also, and we'll talk about this more later. Denver is going to test the Wolves experience, slightly more experience than these Thunder, but they're going to test them this weekend as well. Big series ahead, big game ahead. For the Denver Nuggets. Is it a must win? I'd say it is. Must win for the Denver Nuggets.
Yes.
Also, weirdly enough, Jason, let me ask you this. Is this a must win for both teams?
I don't think it is for Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if they get game 4.
Yeah.
3-1, feeling pretty good.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's a really need to win for Minnesota, but a must win for Denver.
Sure.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, Caitlin Clark makes her home debut.
Yeah.
We're going to jump all around the world of sports. Did you know there's a record being set right now in college baseball? We've also we had this Patrick Beverly suspension.
So close.
Close. And a former NBA player might be doing prison time. And it's somebody you guys know, too. We'll take a break. We'll come back with those stories next.
There's some sort of scientific, I don't know what's being released or something that you feel.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sacktown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sacktown Sports app.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions. Attention anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, and other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-934-9217. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you with the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-934-9217 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, and other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-934-9217. 800-934-9217. 800-934-9217.
Welcome to the May Springtime Sales Event at Kia Vacaville. Are you ready for an exceptional automotive journey? We're excited to present to you the pinnacle of automotive excellence, the Kia Telluride. As May unfolds, come explore the remarkable features of the Kia Telluride. Beyond being just a vehicle, it embodies a lifestyle. With a seamless blend of sophistication and practicality, the Telluride is ready to elevate your driving experience to extraordinary heights. Whether you're embarking on a family getaway or navigating busy city streets, the Kia Telluride offers unparalleled comfort and innovation. Moreover, with Kia's unwavering commitment to safety and reliability, you can drive with absolute confidence wherever your adventures take you. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Experience the exceptional Kia Telluride firsthand. Visit us today at Kia Vacaville and take advantage of exclusive offers during the May Springtime Sales Event. Your adventure awaits. Kia Vacaville, where innovation meets excellence. Model availability, lease options, and features may vary. Please visit Kia Vacaville for more details.
My father was a career United States Air Force pilot, and Memorial Day is a reminder of all he and so many others did for our country. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa with a word about Naturewood Home Furnishings. Right now at the annual Memorial Day sale, everything in the store is on sale. Everything. You'll save 10 to 25% on all living rooms, to sofas, to sectionals, to dining rooms, to bedrooms, to home offices, and so much more. Everything is on sale right now at Naturewood Home Furnishings Memorial Day sale. Whether you're looking to lighten the mood in your living room, brighten up your bedroom, or tighten up your home office, it's all available for you at savings from 10 to 25% at Naturewood Home Furnishings, where it's all about choices and always about quality. Shop the area's best selection of quality furniture at Naturewood Home Furnishing, off Highway 50 in Hazel. Look for the water wheel.
I'm Craig Ashton of the injury law firm of Ashton & Price. Whether you've been injured on a bicycle, as a pedestrian in a slip and fall, auto, Uber, Lyft, or big rig accident, you need Ashton & Price in your corner. When you call Ashton & Price, there's no chatbot telling you to hit 3 for accounting. You're greeted by a real live person who will immediately transfer you to an experienced attorney. The consultation's free, and there's never a fee until you win.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Country in the Park is back May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo with Brantley Gilbert, Dustin Lynch, Jay Cohen, Walker Hayes, and more. Tickets start at just $46. Country in the Park May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo. For more information, visit CITPfest.com.
Brought to you by Kids Care Dental and Orthodontics, the Hot Tub Store, and Cattleman's.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
welcome back. Boom, boom, ba-da-da. It's a Friday, guys. Everybody take off your shoes. Just why not? Take off your shoes. Get ready for the weekend. You got good weekend stuff coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember, sometimes the best weekends are weekends when nothing's going on.
Yeah, no, we got a little. We're hosting a gathering for my sister-in-law's birthday.
Oh,
yeah, fun.
Am I right that there will be food?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I will expect. Do me a favor, just for the show. I will expect a full report on.
Yeah, I think this will be probably more in your wheelhouse than mine. I will be making food for myself. Because they're doing the big old
seafood,
crawfish, crab boil, all that stuff.
Somebody told me once that crabs and lobsters are sea insects, and it's really messing with me a little bit. I'm a huge crab guy.
Yeah.
Huge crab guy.
Yes. You got crabs.
Got crabs. Although those big old giant snow crab legs, dude, they're like $40 a pound.
Is that right?
Yes.
40 a pound.
$40 a pound. Like they're ridiculous. I'm talking about the big giant ones.
The heavy legs.
Yeah, the heavy legs. Yeah. Why is crab so expensive? Well, I guess if you watch what do you call it? The Deadliest Catch.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're like risking their lives and stuff.
Sure.
So that's fine. All right. Some sad news here. I mean, look, I say sad. Actually, it's just the whole thing is sad, but it sounds like he got what he deserved. I'm not talking about that. Big Baby Davis, Glenn Big Baby Davis, was sentenced by a federal judge yesterday to 40 months in prison plus 3 years supervised release for his November 2023 conviction in an alleged scheme to defraud the league's healthcare benefits plan. Now, some of you may remember this story. 22 people, 18 of them former players, including Terrence Williams, Keon Dooling, have been sentenced in the case. He is 38 years old, Big Baby Davis has maintained his innocence. He was ordered to pay $80,000 in restitution after being found guilty of multiple fraud charges and conspiring to make false statements. The conditions of his supervised release include attending a financial management class and receiving mandatory drug treatment. I don't know enough about the story, but why? Well, I don't want to know why there's mandatory drug treatment in there.
Right.
I mean, unless there's some sort of other issue.
So 40 months, you said?
40 months. Andre Iguodala, the executive director of the Players Association, had written one of many statements submitted to the court on Davis's behalf from family, former coaches, multiple officials within the NBA Players Union, asking the judge to consider Glenn's accomplishments and the positive impact he has had on those around him. But to be fair, also saying, I recognize the seriousness, this is Iguodala, of this legal matter and appreciate the thoroughness of the judicial process. And the attorney for Glenn Davis said, it pains me that there's no one here for him. She acknowledged his poor decisions, but argued for a time-served sentence with requirements for community service, mental health therapy, and treatment for a cannabis addiction. So there's that. A cannabis addiction.
Interesting. Okay.
It's sad. Look, you do the crime, you do the time. I'm not playing a violin for Big Baby Davis, especially when you consider those that look, fraud like that makes everybody's rates go up, harms real people. I'm that's not sad. Him getting sentenced isn't sad to me. Him doing time is not sad to me. Do the thing. It's just the whole thing in general.
Yeah, where he was, sad. What he could. Yeah, exactly.
Like, why did you feel the need to do that? And not that this should matter, but I think it does. And I think real people want to know these things when they think about this stuff, just because I'm sure some of you are wondering. He made $36 million playing. You know what I'm saying? He made $36 million. And are you saying, well, Dave, are you saying that it's more acceptable for somebody who made $400,000 in their career as opposed to $36 million. I don't think either's acceptable, Jason, but it's understandable. It's more understandable to me. That's just me.
Right.
It's like when FP showed up on the Harris Report, FP Santangelo. We talked about this many times, the whole steroids thing. I was like, look, it's wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's no excuse, and you shouldn't take steroids and break the laws in Major League Baseball. However, I can 100% understand why an FP Santangelo would take performance enhancers to extend his career and get another contract or two than I can Barry Bonds or Mark McGwire.
Right.
Or
he's going to have the contract. He's still going to hit home runs.
That's right.
Did you hit more? I don't know. We never could quantify that.
Right.
But you obviously did it for a reason.
Right. And it wasn't finances.
Right.
I feel like that. And by the way, I'm singling out FP, and he's been very open about this on this very station when he worked here. I'm not picking on him. I'm using his own words. Like, he was saying, look, I was coming to the end of my career. I was getting ready to get auctioned back and forth, coming off of injuries and all that.
Trying to stay in the league.
Trying to stay in the league. And young kids at the time, like, real thoughts. Like, what am I going to do after baseball? This is all I've known my whole life. Like, I can understand that.
Sure.
A lot more, maybe not excuse it, but understand it a lot more than I have $80 million in the bank and I'm going to hit 650 home runs. I want 750.
Yeah.
So it's a sad situation. Caitlin Clark made her home debut yesterday. That's
big crowd again.
Yep, big crowd again as we get into the WNBA preseason. I'm just going to take a guess that Caitlin Clark's WNBA debut regular season is going to be the most watched WNBA game in history. I could be wrong. But I have a feeling it very well could be. We're talking about a season opener versus like game 4, game 7 type of stuff.
I forgot. Again, this is the team that had the number 1 pick for a reason, so they were bad, Indiana. I forget the number, but the amount of games that she has nationally televised. Like, we always want, hey, do the Kings have 1? Do they have 5? What's the number? Almost all of hers are, which is crazy.
13,000 people for a preseason game.
Yeah, when they were getting like 4,000 last year.
Yeah. Indiana Fever average attendance. I think it
was 4 for the regular season, so 13 for a pre is amazing.
Which is 4,067 sold per game, the second lowest average home attendance in the NBA. Look, I understand the WNBA doesn't make the numbers that the NBA does, but I think if you put it to a percentage, you could argue that right now Caitlin Clark is the most valuable commodity in sports. Just percentage-wise. They're not going to make as much as the NBA, but the increases percentage-wise from last year, woo, my goodness gracious. And, we ran out of time to talk about Patrick Beverly. We'll have to get to that later. When we come back, we're halfway through. New NBA owneritis. It's a real thing. And Matt Ishbia has a scorching, hopefully curable case of new owner stepping on the rake and hitting himself right in the stinking dome. We'll take a break and come back and talk about that. In the meantime, I want to talk to you about what's going on this Memorial Day for my buddies up at Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chrysler's Memorial Day sales event. Sad to be saying goodbye to the last of the gas-powered new Dodge Challenger and Chargers, but we're sending them out in style. Yeah, baby. Right now, save up to $11,000 on the very last of the new 2023 Charger and Challenger Scat Packs in stock. It's hard to believe it's the end, but it really is. Once they're gone forever. The collector's items. Don't wait and miss your chance because there's only a few left, and with savings like this, they won't last long. Hurry in before they're gone or search, select, and save through the whole inventory up there at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. We'll take a break. Matt Ishbia, can he get out of his own way? We'll find out. No, we won't. Next.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker. I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It's finally Friday, and we've got a comfortable start to the day. Temperatures starting out in the 50s. We'll get into the afternoon with plenty of sunshine, light northwest winds, and highs today in the lower 90s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
It's been said an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And when it comes to a nice, cool summer, it's so true. Right now, get a complete air conditioner tune-up for just $59. Bonnie. Plumbing, sewer, electrical, heating, and air. Bonnie.com. Some restrictions apply. License 696355.
You've been waiting all winter for the snow to melt and the golf course to awaken. It's time for your long-awaited spring golf getaway to Plumas Pines Golf Resort in beautiful Gray Eagle, California. The timing is perfect to take advantage of Plumas Pines Spring Special. You can walk the course for $75 or ride for $90, available 7 days a week through May 23rd. Beneath towering pines adjacent to the Feather River, Plumas Pines Golf Resort offers a spectacular round of mountain golf. You'll love the grandeur of the Sierra, the calmness of Gray Eagle, and the wonderful test of golf at Plumas Pines with spring special rates of $75 to walk and $90 to ride 7 days a week until May 23rd. Make your reservation at plumaspinesgolf.com. Whether you visit for the day or stay a few days, Plumas Pines Golf Resort will make your play memorable. Visit plumaspinesgolf.com and make your tee time reservations for the spring special rates available 7 days a week. That's plumaspinesgolf.com.
You can host the best backyard barbecue when you find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
Ooh, ma. What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud Phone System. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very
calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business calm at ooma.com/radio.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios. KHTKAM Sacramento. KYMX HD2 Sacramento. Sacramento's official home for the San Francisco 49ers.
Touchdown! San Francisco!
Sacktown Sports.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
The idea that the Kings could acquire Julius Randle.
Oh, that didn't go over well?
Did not go over well at all.
So, as someone that does not partake in putting things out on social media that often, but more reads everything, my assessment of that, if your feeling was, if you put that out, what would you say the percentage of positive feedback on that was?
12%.
Okay. So more people say they don't want him.
Many more.
Don't the Kings fans want another All-Star?
Nope, not him.
Oh, but no.
In general, yes.
Yeah. Or why didn't they make moves? They got to make moves.
Right. Nope.
So, but not the moves that they don't want. Nope. But you got to get other great players, Dave. Just get the ones that are good. That they want.
Some
he's good.
Some of the sample responses. You can go on Twitter and see. I'm not making this up. I'll read you all 4 quote tweets. F no. What did we do to deserve this? Hashtag nah. I don't know what that other guy said. Some responses. Need a 3-and-D power forward, not a 2-and-D power forward. So he can play 30 games and be out for the season. By the way, Julius Randle played 46 games this year. He played 77, 72, and 71 the 3 years before that, but okay. Have you ever watched him play? Energy and effort is only there when he feels like playing. Nah, man, I'm good. I have a friend who's a Knicks fan. Trust me, we don't want that. That's actually one of my favorites. There's a reason why Knicks fans are glad with him being out. There's a lot of it's not just like, and by the way, there's absolutely let me be clear. There's very good arguments to not acquire Julius Randle. $30 million next year, a player option for, I think, 32 the following. In my mind, my thing is, if you could get Julius Randle and not trade the big 3, as we call them, Keegan, Sabonis, and Fox, and we're talking again, like, you're helping the Knicks get rid of the salary as well. So we're talking to, the same old poo-poo platter, Barnes, Herter, Mitchell, whatever, a pick. I'm not talking 4 first, 3 for, and maybe that's the qualification people need to hear. And I understand the arguments against. I'm not sitting here standing for Julius Randle. Some of the arguments or some of the questions are incredibly valid. What about his defense? That's not the defense guy we've needed. I've brought that up many times too, that I'd like our next move to be a defense guy. Is he going to fit next to Sabonis? Well, I understand that one. There may be some overlap on the boards, but we've also talked about how we need more than just Domantas Sabonis rebounding. But Julius Randle's also a guy last year that knocked down, 2 threes a game. The year before, 3 threes a game. I mean, he's a guy that can. He's not I'm going to say he's a stretch 4, but he's a stretchy 4. But here's the bottom line, Jason: 24 points, 9 boards, and 5 assists this last season, which was obviously abbreviated. 25 points, 10 boards, and 4 assists the year before on splits of 46, 34, and 76. We do need a little more offense too, and it's one of those. If he's a guy who's a distressed asset that you can grab, I'm not advocating for it. I want to be clear. I just don't understand the vitriol against it.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? What?
He would plug some of the holes of some needs. Like, I don't think the Kings can cover all of it. Not one player is perfect anyway. I mean, I think there's some things that he would provide that could help out, but that's my point, was bringing it up. Just, I don't know exactly what the mass amount of fans on social media want. They want the Kings to be active. Trade this player, trade that player. Then you mention a player, and it's like, no, not him. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Who's the player then? Who is it?
From the 408, what do you think about Klay Thompson? I would not be a fan of that move.
Okay.
But because of the periphery, like, I like Klay.
Mm-hmm.
I do. But I think it's very evident that Klay Thompson seems to be on the tail end. He was struck by, as we talked about earlier in the show, actually, multiple massive injuries. And I think Klay's going to want a lot of money. Now, we can get Klay Thompson for on a 2-year 24, 2-year 30, and we lose Monk, and he's our starting 2 next year. Okay. You need context.
Right.
I don't think Klay Thompson signing for 2 years and $30 million.
Right.
I don't think that's happening at all. I think you're probably looking at 4 years, 90, 100. No.
Yeah.
No, not in that context. But at least we're not Phoenix. Matt Ishbia has fired Frank Vogel and hired Monty Williams, or hired Mike Budenholzer, fired Frank Vogel after firing Monty Williams. I'm going to say the same rant I always say, Jason Ross. In order to buy an NBA team or a major league team in general, but let's just talk NBA here, you have to be very, very rich. Now, unless you're John Fisher and those folks, odds are you got rich off of you're very successful at something. Now, I know the history of Matt Ishbia and United Wholesale Mortgage, and people will be quick to throw out his dad started it. He's a Nepo baby. That's not fair to Matt Ishbia. Look at what the dad's company was when Matt Ishbia took over compared to now. his dad had a nice little local company. Matt Ishbia and his crew took this to a national corporate powerhouse. He deserves credit for that. He's very successful in that business.
Sure.
Now, I worked in the mortgage business for 4 years back in my early 20s, and it's the movies are true. Generally in the mortgage business, I say generally, not all, but you have, you know, those guys that you see like back in the day, if you've ever been to a club, if you've ever been to a singles place, you see the guys show up and they've got like you know what I'm talking about? Like they're built, they got the collared shirt with a button, maybe 2 unbuttoned, some sort of designer jeans with bleachy stuff on them, maybe some boots. They smell way too much of cologne. They go to the bar. They're the guys that like buy the tequila shots for everybody and say, "Let's push it, brother." And those guys are like, I call them turbos. Like you're just out, like you're turbo, bro. That's like 90% of the mortgage business. Is it's a bunch of turbos. You could say there's a lot of PEDs in the business. My wife just wrapped up a 12-year career in that business as a paper pusher, basically doing compliance, the boring stuff. But loan officers, people that work in that aspect, and again, this isn't every company, but in many cases, you got guys in their 20s making 10, 20, 30 grand a month, and they're not thinking about 401ks. They're thinking about what's the brand new, can I go get this Cybertruck or Hummer or whatever vehicle they want. They live a turbo lifestyle. It's a very high-paced, high-pressure lifestyle. I'm bringing that up because that's the world Matt Ishbia is from. So inevitably, you have a new owner that comes into an NBA team. Is like, I
know how to do this.
I know how to do this, and we're going to be disruptors, and we're going for it, man. And he gets a big whiteboard out, and they have TED Talks, and they go through all that. We're going to disrupt what's going on. Here's the thing. I played basketball at Michigan State. I was a national champion. I understand basketball, and I understand business. And we're going to combine these two things, and we're bringing a new world order to the Phoenix flipping Suns. Okay, and there's probably a lot of cold brew coffee in the break room, and the type of walls where they're glass where you can like write on them and stuff, all that. So you've got this turbo guy in this turbo atmosphere with this turbo ego because he has made hundreds of millions, billions of dollars in his life, and he's still relatively young. I think he's in his mid to late 40s. And inevitably what happens, and you see them slap down all the time, whether it's Mark Cuban, whether it's Vivek Ranadive, name the person. Inevitably, and the NBA is the worst at this. You have a guy come in that's been very successful. He's been surrounded by people on his payroll for years that want to stay on his payroll. So they say things like, actually, Matt, that's a great idea. Yeah, Matt, I told that guy earlier, listen to you. And that's how rich people operate in this bubble where they truly believe. How could you not believe you're a messiah? You're surrounded by people that say you are, and you're a billionaire. You can't miss. And then you come in and you think you reinvented the wheel, and whoop, that's humbling. And next thing you know, you're going on social media because they're all going on social media, or they pay somebody to go on social media for them, and then they just check it out and they get a burner account, and they're looking at everybody saying, Matt Ishbia, he can eat a bag of blanks. You suck. And they don't like that because nobody says that to him. But guess what? None of these people on social media work for them. They don't get paid by Matt Ishbia. They don't care. He's getting killed right now, publicly, privately, by fans. This is all going downhill for him, and he's doubling down. He's doubling down, and it never works. And unfortunately for Suns fans, they're going through it, man.
Yeah. Third coach for him now with Coach Bud.
Third coach.
Made some very big and significant trades to get Beal, to get Durant.
Yep.
But you do those trades to win a championship, and that's, I'm sure, what he did. And then I still thought his postseason presser
was weird.
Very weird. Again, now it's him talking. Most owners don't. Right?
Right, but some of them want to.
And he's one that wants to. So he wants to get ahead of this. The other part, too, is I don't want to absolve any, we got to take into account James Jones, who's the GM. Now, look, I know that's his boss.
Yeah.
But he still co-signed on these moves.
It comes down to, do you resign? Because I can promise you, Jason, I would bet my house on this. I need to stop betting. Matt Ishbia sat James Jones down at some point. He is on his phone with him every day. He is in his ear every single day. I want this. I want this. This is your directive. You work for me. Go get it done. I don't care. I'll take the heat. Do your job.
Yeah.
And James Jones is like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess. And he's going to learn the hard way. I know we got a break. Here's Matt Ishbia postseason.
Oh, it's extremely fixable. I mean, let's just be real. Although this isn't a cool narrative, and the national media really won't want to play it out there, but like, ask the other 29 GMs. 26 of them would trade their whole team for our whole team. And
Wrong, by the way. Wrong. The Sacramento Kings did not make the playoffs this year. I would not trade the Kings for the Suns, and I say that with all seriousness.
Right.
He's thinking the 3 stars, contract, draft picks, everything.
Yeah.
No, Matt. He'll continue.
Our draft picks and everything as is. Like, the house is not on fire. We're in great position.
No, you're not, Matt. You're not in great position. You just got swept out of the first round, and you have a mid-team and one of the highest payrolls in the league.
It's not hard to fix. It's not like we're like, hey, we don't have enough talent to win a championship. We have enough talent to win a championship.
No, you don't. And they're injured way too much, and they're only getting older, and they're diminished assets. And it's not fixable because you traded away all your picks, Matt.
Like, do we have enough continuity? Do we have time together? Like,
you don't have any continuity, Matt. You just hired your 3rd coach in 15 months.
You did
a lot of things
you did that, Matt.
we can look at. Do we have like the right leadership in place? Do we have to add some little pieces around that? It's not like we don't have people that can score the ball, not play defense and have one champ. Like, we have all the things. And so how fixable is it? And I mean, if I read the media, I would think we have.
By the way, you get the tone.
Yeah.
You get the pace that he's at.
Turbo.
He's a turbo, dude.
And so how fixable is it? And I mean, if I read the media, I would think we have a lot of problems. But luckily, I get to spend time with, the best players in the world, in my opinion, the best coaches, GMs, like all these people, and I get to spend time.
You just fired your coach.
Yeah.
The 3rd time in 15 months, Matt. The best coaches.
I'm with our people and say, we're in really great shape, and I wouldn't trade our team or our situation for anyone else's, except for I'd like to be playing right now. But besides that, for like how going into the offseason, I feel great about it. It's not like there's a lot of other teams that have good players that have to re-sign them, or they're going to lose them, or that they're unrestricted free agents. Like, our starting 5's coming back. I feel very good about it.
I mean, to me, like, when you say run it back, they could be a negative. They have to. Like, it's out of necessity.
Yes.
It's not, they're not in a terrible position currently.
Right.
But the future doesn't look good. And so to me, there's a sense of urgency that I think that needs to be a payoff for them, probably as soon as next year. Maybe there's one more year, but I don't know. I mean, I think their best outlook, Dave, to me would be something like Dallas did this year, because I think the comp is last year they trade for Durant. Remember, they were, I think, the 4 seed when they did it, and we all thought they would pass the Kings and leapfrog over Sacramento. They didn't. They stayed at 4, ultimately lost in the first round. Well, Dallas last year was at 5, made the trade for Kyrie Irving, went out of the top 10. But this year, it just worked better from the get-go. Then they make the trades, and now here they are in the conference semifinals. Phoenix needs to do something like that, run it back, see if it works, see if, health and all that. And then, a few tinkers here on the edge, and maybe that's the answer. But their future doesn't look very good.
And to be fair, Miami didn't win it their first year when they had the Heatles.
Right.
There is something to continuity. It's completely writing them off. But I think, and I understand as well, Matt Ishbia can't come out and be like, ugh,
right,
everything sucks. I get it. This is not how you want to run it. This has been tried before. Yeah. Ask the Steve Nash Lakers. Ask. There's a team every 2 or 3 years that tries to do this. Doesn't work.
The KD Nets.
The KD Nets. Thank you. That's a great recent example. We'll take a break. When we come back, the Celtics lost last night at home to the Cavs. Why do they do this like often in the playoffs? What is going on with them? We'll try to figure it out next.
The only place you'll find Harrison Barnes is Sacktown Sports.
He's got the bucket at the buzzer. Harrison Barnes.
Hey, Sacramento, it's Harrison Barnes, and you're listening to the home of the Sacramento Kings, Sacktown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
If you're looking for $500,000 to $1 million or more of affordable term life insurance, we're Term Provider, experts in finding affordable term life insurance for those that may not be in perfect health. prostate cancer, heart conditions, high cholesterol, or on prescription medications, you may still qualify for $500,000 to $1 million or more of affordable term life insurance. Call Term Provider at 800-337-4168. 800-337-4168.
If you need bold banners to boost your business, but you're on a budget, think Staples. Posters, flyers, signs, and menus for less? Think Staples. Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward. Now at Staples, save $50 on your print purchase of $150 or more. Same-day service available on hundreds of items if you order by noon. And all backed by Staples' Print Perfect guarantee. So it's done right or it's printed again free. Staples, your local print and marketing expert. N61, visit staples.com/print for details.
They bleed black and purple. It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on your local sports leader, Sacktown Sports.
Was Matt Ishbia talking about the Kings when he said unrestricted free agent? No. I mean, I think it was just a generality. Whew! Zeeb says, Adderall, strong coffee, sativa, or all three. Wouldn't that be, oh yeah, I guess it would be sativa. You're right. Not that I know anything about that. Beeman said, I think he has some nose beers mixed. I've never heard that before. Look, I want to get silly here. You guys can all think whatever you want, but what I mean is, look, Matt Ishbia comes from a turbo environment where everything is high stakes and high pressure and high sales. You guys have seen the movies before. You've seen the movies, the one with Leo DiCaprio and the other one. It's all that type of environment is very turbo, man.
Well, and I mean, not to defend any of those guys because you would hope that they would learn from other people. But yeah, when you're that successful and then you buy something that there's a lot of charm and glitz and glamour to all that, of course you want to win a championship right away.
Yes.
And you're thinking, hey, look, I've been successful. I will make, why would I think the long haul? Like, it might take me 10 years. Like, I don't think they ever think that way. It's like, I will probably do this within a year or two.
And the thing is that I'm going to say something super funny, but I'm going to bring it back to it. Okay. And I think, and by the way, I would count you the same. I would be a better owner than Matt Ishbia. Because if I ever purchased a team, I've always said the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to look at the league. I'm going to see who the most successful GM is in the league. They're obviously almost certainly going to be under contract. I'm going to go to that owner and I'm going to say, hey, listen, I don't want to tamper. Is there a price? Is there a price I can pay you to get this guy? Maybe they're getting ready to move on. Maybe they had an issue. Maybe the guy just wants to make some money. I'm just going to ask. And if he says no, I'm going to the next guy. Until I'm able to pluck loose the best front office mind. And then I'm going to bring the guy over. I'm going to give him a huge contract that doesn't count on my salary cap whatsoever. I'm going to say, dude, my job's to write the checks. I'd like to know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'd like you to tell me what you're thinking. But ultimately, I've never been GM of the year. You have many times. I'm not going to tell a surgeon how to operate. I'm getting out of the way. I'm going to go to every game. I'm going to do like the public stuff, cheer,
right,
and write checks. And shut my mouth and let you do the thing. And I'll talk to the media once a year. And tweet. That's, yeah, exactly. But to kind of defend him and LOL at you and me, but here's the difference. You and I don't have the money to buy a team.
Right.
And the reason we don't have the money to buy the team is we're not uber successful billionaires. And I'm secure enough. Excuse me, you're right. I know you have the pool.
Yeah.
I'm secure enough to say that I don't know if somehow I went from the income I have now to Matt Ishbia's income. Yeah, I don't know. I might get infected by that disease. I've never done it before. I can't speak on that. But I think if Matt Ishbia had our bank accounts, I think he'd be a hell of a lot better owner. But he obviously wouldn't. It's a catch-22.
Yeah.
So it's not hard, man. Shut up. Let the basketball people do their jobs. Make sure you hire the best ones and get out of the way. That's ownership 101. It's not always going to work, but it's going to give you the highest percentage chance of success.
I'm trying to think if you could, you, me, us, anybody could really stay out. Like, I'm trying to think of an example that would hit more of a personal touch to you. So if it's, I don't know, you'd have to own a team that's not the Kings, and then maybe a King that you like or know or have connection to is like, hey, we have a chance to get that player. Are you either a yay or a nay, or it's a Florida State player, like, oh, stay away from them, or no, we definitely have to go get them. and you're going, wait, I am impacting this when I'm kind of trying to stay away, but I've got connections or knowledge or feelings about, and oh, by the way, I'm the owner. Like you work for me.
I like to think that my most popular answer to my general manager would be, I pay you to make the basketball decisions.
You'd like to think that.
I'd like to think that, and part of it would be, I think, as a manager, is that I also don't want there to ever be any like, well, but you kind of pressured me on this move. Like, I don't want there to be any excuses.
Yeah.
Like, if we're having a round table and it comes to be my turn and I weigh in my dumb owner opinion on things, and then it goes to the next guy, okay, I can be a part of that. I own the team. I get a voice.
Yeah.
But that's as far as it should go. The idea that these owners think because they had enough money to buy a team that they know as much as people who played the game or worked their way up to be a GM. Like, when you think about the logic to that,
right.
It's like if I went to here's what you don't see, dude. If I went and bought Morton's Steakhouse, I'm not rolling into the kitchen and making steaks.
Right.
I'm not pushing the chef out and being like, hey, I know you've done it this way before, but we're going to do it my way now.
Yeah.
We're not flame broiling anymore, bro. We're microwaving because it's quicker and easier. And I did some research on this and I paid these guys and we can save 34% and turn out more. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to name the thing. I'm not going to buy a hospital and start doing brain surgery.
Let's add Dole Whip to our menu.
Yes. But you're going to buy a basketball team or hey, Jerry Jones, you're going to buy a football team, and it's because they're toys.
Yeah.
It's fantasy sports to these guys. And the quicker the owners go, wow, I don't know. I'm a fan, and I may know a little more of the inside workings than the average bear, but I don't know what the hell I'm talking about compared to these other people. I don't pour through analytics. The sooner they learn that, they realize their job as an owner is to be financially responsible, make sure all of that works. You have a right. You're signing the checks, but ultimately shut up and cheer.
Yeah.
Write checks and cheer.
Well, and you have some owners whose mindset is, look, I'm using this to make money. So here's a solution to do that, where let's spend only this amount because we're making this amount. And sometimes that works okay if you get some good luck, but more times than not, that doesn't seem to work.
I would end that with Matt Ishbia. I think the smartest thing he could do is he could call Vivek. And I mean this with all love to Vivek, but Vivek's a great example. The Kings made the playoffs last year. They barely missed it this year, but things are turning around. You know what Vivek does? Vivek goes to every single game pretty much. You never see him on his phone.
Yeah.
He's cheering. He's a fan. And he signs the checks. And when he learned to do that, and get the hell out of the Stauskas. The whole video, I'm saying this with love, I'm sorry, but it's the truth, and I don't want to be hypocritical. The whole video when he took over of the Stauskas War Room was the most cringy thing I've ever seen in sports in my entire life. The idea that a guy that wrote software and built Tibco, and God bless him for that, has any business weighing in with the GM and the crew on that is insane. And shockingly, it didn't work. And I say that because I want to compliment him that he learned those lessons the hard way. He learned the whole jazz band thing, which was overblown, the 4-on-5 thing, which was overblown, Michael Malone, which was underblown. Yeah. Like, he learned his lessons.
Yeah.
And you know when I think it started, Jason? I think it started when DeMarcus Cousins got traded. I think that was the start of Vivek. That was the point where Vivek graduated into good owner. The good owner club. Mm-hmm. And now, you know what he does? He goes to the games. He lets Monty and Wes cook, and he watches, and he signs checks, and he makes appearances and does charity stuff. That's a good owner.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. So maybe Matt Ishbia will get there someday. When we come back, let's get back to Boston. I got carried away there. Boston and the Mavericks, even the series with the Thunder, but we got to figure out what the hell is going on with Boston every single year. We'll do that next.
Subscribe to Sacktown Sports on YouTube and watch the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Stiles and Watkins, and the Drive Guys. Live Monday through Friday from 6 to 6. Plus view archive shows and exclusive content.
Subscribe at youtube.com/Sacktown Sports.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave for my good friends at American Energy. Now, I've told you this before, but this is what we call extending a good deal. Right now, American Energy Heat and Air is offering an HVAC diagnostic for $99. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Never mind. They're offering it free. It's a $99 value, but you get it for $0. Let the American Energy team test your system connections and all the moving parts of that system to ensure that it's functioning properly. Now, this is a limited time offer. Call today to schedule your appointment at 916-520-9990. Speak to the company that has an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau that's been making the greater Sacramento area proud since 1981. 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Meda Chevy saves you $12,000 off MSRP on every new half-ton Silverado LT 5.3 liter in stock after rebates. Always 5 to choose from.
Exclusive. All in-stock pricing at MedaChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
See dealer for details. Ends 5/31/24.
Country in the Park is back. May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo with Brantley Gilbert, Dustin Lynch, Jay Cohen, Walker Hayes, and more. Tickets start at just $46. Country in the Park, May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo. For more information, visit CITPfest.com.
Brought to you by Kids Care Dental and Orthodontics, the Hot Tub Store, and Cattleman's.
Seems like all this artificial intelligence stuff stirs up the age-old debate of man versus machine. Hi, it's Dan from the Good Feet store, and let me ask you, would you let a robot cut your hair? Would you rely on an app to teach a kid to ride a two-wheeler? Let's face it, some things require the human touch. People come to us seeking a solution to foot, leg, and back pain after trying all kinds of things recommended by in-store machines or website blurbs. An impersonal, generic approach to solving a problem that's unique to you. No wonder they usually don't work. At the Good Feet store, you'll meet with an arch support specialist who will take the time to learn about your needs, your feet, your lifestyle, and then fit you from over 300 models and sizes of arch supports, designed for pain relief, better balance, and more comfort.
Do you have sore feet, an aching back, or plantar fasciitis? Then get to the Good Feet store nearest you for your free arch support fitting. Good Feet arch supports are only available at the Good Feet store.
Guys, this month only, Revive Men's Health Sacramento offers qualified patients a free supply of ED medication, plus a free ED treatment producing immediate results. Book your free exam and consultation today. Call 916-365-4566 or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
At Elk Grove Honda, we make sure every certified pre-owned Honda is one we'd buy from ourselves. And right now, you'll find interest rates as low as 1.99% APR on approved credit. Our Honda-trained technicians only certify our Hondas if they pass a thorough 182-point inspection. See our exceptional selection of Elk Grove Honda certified pre-owned Hondas with interest rates as low as 1.99% APR on approved credit. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall or online at elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Hey, movie fans, playing this week at the Esquire IMAX Theater in downtown Sacramento, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the IMAX experience.
This was a human place. It is not yours.
It is now, isn't it? The combination of groundbreaking visuals and the immersive experience of the Esquire IMAX 6-story screen will make this an epic event. Don't miss out on the opportunity to see the next chapter, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, at the Esquire IMAX Theater. Grab your tickets at IMAX.com/Sacramento and reserve your seat today.
This segment is brought to you by Kia Vacville. Check them out at KiaVacville.com.
Carmichael Dave.
He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sacktown Sports.
Chris isn't here. Why are we playing this?
It's Friday.
This is like Chris's
wheelhouse.
Isn't this Morrissey or something? No. Who is it, do you know?
I genuinely don't know who it is.
You don't? Why not?
I just know it was one of my dad's favorite songs growing up.
Isn't it The Cure?
I don't know, but I feel like I need a cure from listening to it. I don't know. It makes me want to turn on my black light in my room and stare out the window and think about Love's Gone and whatever.
This is a happy song.
Is it?
Yeah.
The lyrics seem happy.
No, you know what's a happy song? Shiny Happy People by REM. That's a happy song. Even though it's a really rough lyric, Orange Crush by REM.
But Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Or Because I'm Happy by Pharrell.
Yeah, yes, that's a happy song. Welcome back. Boston's not happy. By the way, New Kids on the Block will give away those tickets here in just moments. Don't call yet. Stand by.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, why does Boston do this, man? They
every once in a while at home, they have a home clunker. Every once in a while in the playoffs.
Yeah, they do have a home clunker. You spent all year losing, 4 home games to get home court advantage, and you lost it in the second round. Now, look, it's one game. I still very much think Boston's going to win the series. But you know what? I said the same thing about Denver and Minnesota after game 1. But here's the difference. Boston, beat the hell out of Cleveland in game 1, so we've seen that. But then you get this clunkeroni, and Donovan Mitchell's been a big reason.
2 seconds left. Mitchell gets it off. You bet! Donovan Mitchell at the horn.
At the horn. Here's more Mitchell.
12-point Cavs lead. Mitchell spinning, laying, and finishing.
Hey, Rick Carlisle was fined for his criticism of the officiating and questioning the integrity of the league and its officials. Did you see this yet?
I did not.
And let's play a game of how much was Rick Carlisle fined?
Okay.
Jason, I think you went first with our earlier guessing game. That was how many miles was it from Oakland Coliseum to Chase Center?
No, from Sacramento.
Sacramento Elk Grove.
Yeah.
Kyle, you can go first. How much was Rick Carlisle fined?
I'm going to go with $5,000.
Okay. I'm going to go with $50,000. Is it somewhere in between? $35,000. 25. 35?
That's on the nose.
Oh.
35. 5,000. Rick Carlisle get $5,000 for being like, the refs were not that great. That $5,000. Rick Carlisle was like,
Rick Carlisle.
One guy just said he didn't double dribble, but it looked to me like, Tibbs went out there and argued it, and they changed it. That's what it looked like.
That's questioning the integrity of the league.
Can't do it.
Small markets deserve a chance. Boston is not a small market. Boston is a large market.
Did he get fined smaller because it was a small
Maybe
market?
That's what it was. Yeah. Well, cost of living in Indianapolis.
Benefits.
Yeah, much better. Here's Joe Mazzulla talking about Boston needing to. Here's his postgame.
How do you explain some of the effort components of this loss? Some of the offensive rebounds Cleveland was able to get, the defensive lapses, especially the transition defense early that kind of got you guys in a little bit of a hole.
Well, the transition defense is a byproduct of your offensive spacing and shot selection, so that's not an effort thing as much as it's an execution thing. And then so they beat us to a few of the loose balls, especially in that first half.
Sounds defensive.
Yeah, well,
you're the one being defensive.
They made it more defensive.
Yeah.
More Joe Mazzulla now on how Boston can respond.
How do you guys respond from this in 2 days? You guys generally have not lost like this all year.
Sorry, I just want them to be like terribly.
Yeah,
we're not even going.
Actually,
we're actually going to stay home.
Yeah,
we're sending.
We'll wait till game 4.
You treat it as if the same way as you would have win. You come in tomorrow, you watch the film, and you get better for game 3.
Mm-hmm.
He did not want to be there.
Nope. Speaking of not wanting to be there, in your cringe interview of the week, Jamal Murray, after throwing a water bottle and a towel on the court, being fined $100,000 when he should have been suspended for a game and fined, should have been a 1-game suspension and a $50,000 fine, in my opinion, did not talk to the media, and then finally yesterday had his first media appearance and was very contrite and very, very apologetic and very humble about the incident. Oh, wait, he wasn't.
It is what it is, and I take everything full responsibility, so on to the next.
Was it just your frustration boiled over? Is that what happened?
Yeah, on to the next. I mean, there's not much. 2 days ago, not much for me to say about it right now.
You haven't been available for 2 days.
Yeah,
Jamal.
but it was 2 days ago.
You made yourself unavailable for 2 days, Jamal. This is
on to the next
first crack.
Were there any conversations that you had with people or anything just to kind of like apologize or whatever maybe?
You have any basketball questions? No.
Okay.
Those end up being useless interviews because of his stance, right?
Yes.
I mean,
he started out fine. I take full responsibility. Okay, that's a good start.
Yeah.
I take full responsibility. Yeah, and the thing is, for a guy like Jamal Murray,
it's so out of care. Like
it really is.
That's really like I want to dive down. Like, just how did you get to that place?
I like Jamal. I've always loved his he's always seemed like a good dude. And I'm not saying he's not a good dude. Let's not get crazy. But it's so simple. All right, I just want to speak about this just once, and then I want to move on. We're down 0-2. I don't want to make it about me. What happened the other night was absolutely unacceptable. I lost my temper. I lost my composure, and it shouldn't have happened. I accept the fine, and it ain't going to happen again, but I don't want to speak on it. I want to talk about the upcoming series, but I do apologize for being a distraction. That's it. That's it. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah. Covered it all.
You covered it all
in
3 sentences.
And then if someone follows, like, I answered this before, I really would like to just talk about basketball, figure out how we're going to get out of this.
Yep.
We still want to win this series, but that actions won't happen again. I take all responsibility.
Appreciate the job you have. You have to do, but really just want to move on. This can't be about me. It's got to be about the team. I made it about me the other night, and I'm not making that same mistake again. So asked and answered. And then from then on, asked and answered. Please refer to my comments before.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I just here so I don't get fined. And you know what? Maybe even have your guys go the extra mile and write you up a nice little apology statement. Shouldn't have done it. Sorry. No, I'm not sitting here saying Jamal Murray like murdered people and should grovel and beg for forgiveness and cry. Like, let's be real here. It's just an example of an unforced error. It's so unnecessary, man. Right. Well, Jamal Murray doesn't owe anything to you or anyone else. You're right, he doesn't. But now we're talking about him and other people, and everyone's he's getting killed out there, and it's just really unnecessary. It's sad when that happens, and I'm allergic to it.
Oh,
I think I am.
Are you? No, I don't think you are. I'm talking you out of it. You are. Whoa. Definitely allergic to it.
I thought it was gone.
Yeah.
I thought it was gone. Real quick, here's and just to kind of prove the point, he says it better than me, which is why he's more successful than me. Here's Mike Greenberg.
I think this just has to be said. That responsibility is one of the weakest things I've ever seen in my 35 years covering sports. What he did was practically unprecedented in NBA history, and to pretend that it was ridiculous that he was even being asked about it 2 days later is pathetic. Okay.
I mean, I like Greeny.
Yeah.
I do. And I agree with what he's saying. Also, I mean, really.
Yeah. It's going a little far.
Right.
Yeah.
But the point is there's a lot of that going on right now. We will take a break. We'll also take, let's see, I'm trying to think here. I want to do how many guys is it 5 in New Kids?
Yes.
It's 5. Well, you said that with confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Jordan, Danny, Joey, Tito, Bobby,
Jermaine.
Yeah.
But there's also now a grandkid on the block.
Scooter, Tiger.
Yeah. T-Bone.
Well, let's pretend there's 5.
Okay.
We'll give you caller number 5 right now. Sacktown Sports has teamed up with Live Nation to get you ready for Concert Week 2024. This week, we've had Taking Back Sunday, Janet Jackson, Creed, and New Kids on the Block, I think twice this week. 1-800-920-1140 on the Folsom Lake Honda hotline right now, looking for caller number 5 to score a pair of tickets to pull up for. I'm just going to read it as it says. We're looking for caller number 5 to score a pair of tickets to pull up for Weezer at beautiful Gold One Center October 8th. It's New Kids. 1-800-920-1140. You know what? Maybe there was a misprint there, but we're hanging tough.
Yes, we are.
New Kids on the Block tickets. Caller number 5. We'll be right back, and when we come back, Jason Ross, it will be 8:40, whatever. We'll get to who's hot and who's not, and we'll go streaking next.
Kevin Herter plays here.
It's Herter. He's been hot. He fires. He's still hot. Kevin Herter from downtown has a 15-point first quarter.
Sacktown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
Febreze.
So my home is also my office. And before I can focus, every room's gotta be clean. That means tidying up and spraying my Febreze Air Mist. Ooh, that's fresh. Febreze Air Mist scents are all high quality. They fight any weird funk, and they give my air an instant boost of freshness. So not only does my home smell good, I feel good too. After I Febreze, it's time to start my day.
Breathe happy, Febreze. La 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 la.
As a roofer, spring means the start of my busy season, which means I've got to get organized. With help from Beacon, I can save time with Beacon Pro Plus and 24/7 access to live pricing, delivery tracking, order history, and more. Plus, this spring, I can earn $1,000 and the chance to win a $25,000 backyard renovation just by buying my CertainTeed shingles online with Beacon. No purchase necessary. Now that's what I call a spring cleanup. Visit BECN.com for official rules and to start earning entries.
Across Sacramento, air conditioners are firing up, and with them, power bills are going through the roof. Are you ready for your utility bill to soar even higher next month? Since 1980, Aztec Solar has helped thousands of homeowners save money because going solar is like getting an extra paycheck every month. We call it the Aztec Paycheck. How big of a paycheck? Find out at yourpowersavings.com. Visit yourpowersavings.com and Aztec Solar will text you how much money you'll save every month. Find out how much you'll save now at yourpowersavings.com. It's fast, easy, and reliable. Stop paying the power company and start paying yourself. Looking for a deal? Here's a timely offer from Aztec Solar. You can own a solar electric system for just $99.95. Cash price after incentives. Don't waste another dollar. Visit yourpowersavings.com and keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket. Aztec Solar. Solar and only solar since 1980.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram and Woodland. Chad, what's going on for Chrysler's It's the Season sales event?
We're celebrating 75 years in business by offering Dodge Chargers and Challengers at enormous discounted prices to say thank you. We're sad to be saying goodbye to the last of the gas-powered Dodge Chargers and Challengers, but we're sending them out in style. Right now, save up to $11,000 off MSRP on the very last of the new 2023 Dodge Charger and Challenger Scat Packs.
Yeah, it's hard to believe this is really the end.
Yep, once they're gone forever. Don't wait and miss your chance because there's only a few left, and with savings like this, they won't last long.
Hurry in before they're gone or search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
11,000 total net savings on select new 2023 Challenger and Charger Scat Packs after 6,000 factory rebates and 5,000 dealer discounts. 5 of this net savings, sample VIN 596361. See dealer for details.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions. Attention anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, and other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-934-9217. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you with the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-934-9217 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, and other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-934-9217. 800-934-9217. 800-934-9217.
What's hot and what's not? Brought to you by American Energy Heat and Air, making the uncomfortable comfortable. Head to AmericanEnergyAir.com to find out more.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot. And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company and second opinion partner.
Who is hot? Hey, who's hot?
Who's hot?
Who's hot?
Yeah, who's hot? Ask that.
Who's hot is the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Derek in Tacoma says KOTB is Kings of the Beam.
Okay.
That'll work. Cleveland Cavaliers, why?
The Cleveland Cavaliers won by 24 points yesterday against the Boston Celtics in Game 2 of that series. Can you guys guess the last time the Boston Celtics lost a home game by more than 20 points?
Last year to Miami.
A month ago.
Jason's closer, but both would be incorrect. We have to go all the way back to October 22nd of 2021.
Wow. I know it wasn't to the Kings.
No, it was, strangely enough, against the Toronto Raptors.
Oh, those Raptors, though.
Those Raptors. Who's not?
That would be Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel got fired. I went down a bit of a rabbit hole to figure out, has any coach been fired by 4 teams in a span of 8 years?
Oh, my gosh. How would you even track that?
Well, I just went to list of coaches who coached at least 400 NBA games. And we found a couple, but for Vogel, so it was 2016 Pacers, 2018 Magic, 2022 Lakers, and 2024 Suns.
With a ring, too.
Yes, he won a ring and spent 2 years not coaching in that 8-year span.
Who else?
He's also made a little bit of money, too.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he's got a nice little
I'm
violin.
playing a violin for Frank Vogel.
Great violin.
Yeah.
The list I found includes Stan Ulbrich, Larry Brown, and my personal favorite, Butch Van Bredikoff.
Oh, of the Van Bredikoffs.
Yes.
Jan was his son.
Yes. Butch Van Bredikoff is basically, I've spent like 30 minutes back here just reading about this guy. This guy is great. Played for the Knicks in the 40s, coached the Phoenix Suns for 7 total games before resigning as head coach. Coached the Lakers in the 60s, coached the New Orleans Jazz. This guy's incredible. And as Jason pointed out, is the father of legendary Jam.
When did you just know this? When did you learn all this?
I learned all of this during the show.
So stop the music for a second.
It was rabbit hole time.
So you're telling me that instead of paying attention to our content and staying with the show, you were off reading something else? Is that because we were boring you? I mean, because you've got people listening right now that are thinking, well, if the guy behind the glass isn't listening, then why should we listen? They must suck at their jobs. Do we suck at our jobs, Kyle?
I'm just saying that.
Just be honest. That's fine.
Butch Van Bredikoff absolutely is a captivating and interesting story.
Unlike our content, then, it's just not captivating nor interesting.
I think that we're missing more Butch Van Bredikoff in our show. That's ultimately my philosophy.
So now you're producing the content of the. Why is that not in the rundown then, Kyle, that you were on earlier today? I saw you. Your little green cursor was on the Google Doc. Why didn't you put Butch?
He has
Van?
a green cursor?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I think his name is like, I always give his name. It's like
Draymond.
Optimus Dinosaur or something like that.
It should be Draymond.
You know who else is not hot? I'm just joking, Kyle, obviously. You know who else is not really. You know who else is not hot?
Who?
Freaking Elk Grove truthers. Can you get off my ass, please?
Oh, no. What happened now?
God. So I said this earlier. The Chronicles Twitter account tweeted out Sacramento Zoo leaving Sacramento permanently after 97 years. And then you click on it. It makes it sound like they're relocating to Seattle or something, right? Oh, they're going to Elk Grove.
16 miles away.
And so I quoted the tweet and said, my response was for Elk Grove with a couple of rolled eyes. Now, I'll take a little responsibility here. Hey, is that Scott Marsh? Is that Scott? He looked like he was ready to go somewhere. All right, so I'll take a little responsibility because maybe I could see how that could be. I was not rolling eyes at Elk Grove. I was rolling my eyes at the clickbait that it makes it sound like we're just losing the zoo. But now we're in this whole rabbit hole, like Kyle said, where now I've got Rockland, and by the way, I even use Rockland and Roseville as examples. Rockland truthers, Roseville truthers, Elk Grove truthers. Fair Oaks is going to check in. Orangevale. They're all like, it's not Sacramento, it's Elk Grove, bro. Elk Grove's nice. No, we're all Sacramento. It's the greater Sacramento area. If you tell somebody in England where you live, you say Elk Grove. Follow it immediately by it's right outside Sacramento. Mm-hmm. And maybe they'll know Sacramento. And if not, you say Sacramento is just east of San Francisco in California. But it's like, you have like the city, state, like Sacramento, California. Well, in this case, you would have like the greater part of the city, state. So like Elk Grove, Sacramento, California. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I live in Roseville. I fully admit I'm from Carmichael. These are all, it's all Sacramento. Maybe not in zip code. That's
yeah, but when I pushed back and said, we'll call you Sacramento Dave, he said, oh, that's different.
Yeah, I don't like that. Oh. It's different, Jason.
Oh, okay.
That's an identifier.
Ah, okay.
I don't know why it's different. I just don't like it. Elk Grove's great. Shout out Sheldon.
Yeah.
Shout out Laguna. Shout out that Korean barbecue place.
That one?
Yeah, that one's great.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Simone. Yeah, Elk Grove's. I have no wrong with Elk Grove. Aren't they the Thundering Herd?
They are.
Shout out Thundering Herd. They're not just the herd.
No, they're thundering.
You heard? Yeah. They thunder.
So much thunder.
You ready
the lightning and the thunder.
Ready to get streaky?
The Franklin Wildcat in me is disgusted.
Why?
Let's go Wildcats.
Frank. Oh, is Franklin? Hold on a second. I might make a connection here. Is Franklin High? Does that have anything to do with the Hood Franklin exit off of I-5 that you take to go fish on the Delta? Hood?
Yes.
That's the same thing, right?
Miss Simone may have went to a little elementary school called Franklin Elementary over there.
Oh, isn't Franklin also that turtle?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The one that looks like a certain basketball player.
Yes, he does. Larry Bird. All right. Let's go streaking.
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking! Yeah!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB?
Let's say
Matt Olson, yes. The one that he's in the Kelly Oubre Jr. fan club for my wife and her friends. Matt Olson. Oh, Simone's nodding her head.
He's dreamy.
Yeah,
we
dreamy.
interviewed him, and I was like, you know what? That's a good-looking man.
He was a good-looking man. And you know what happened? He took his hat off.
Yeah?
Take it. See what he looks like with the hat off.
Fine.
He does look fine. I'm joking.
You guys, you
Nothing
say
wrong with
he's
the
talented.
Yeah.
He's talented.
Nothing wrong with the receding hairline. Wow. I'm not jealous or anything of his good looks. His dreaminess. Millions of dollars.
It's talent.
It's talent.
Don't forget, everybody, the Franklin Wildcats baseball team is in the playoffs right now. They just beat Turlock last night. And they have games coming up this Monday and Wednesday. You're damn right.
Let's go Wildcats!
We will have full coverage and updates right here on your home of the Franklin Wildcats, Sacktown Sports.
Are we broadcasting from there?
I think we were going to, but we had a conflict.
Oh, yeah. We got moved to the zoo.
Yeah, we got moved. Yes, we did, Jason. We'll take a break when we come back. The Kings are going to try to make history.
Yeah.
Why isn't it person history? Right? It's 2024, Jason. They're going to try to figure it out on Sunday with this lottery. We'll tell you why, and we'll tell you the odds. Never tell me the odds. Next.
Trying to find out where to catch your favorite team's games?
Are you a fan of the Kings, Niners, and the NFL? Well, Sacktown Sports has you covered.
San Francisco! It's all on his shoulders. Fox rocks. He fires for the win. He's got the triple.
Catch all your Kings, Niners, and NFL games all year long on Sacktown Sports and SacktownSports.com.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency on earth. And if you owe back taxes, the news isn't good. The IRS is raising the interest rate it charges on unpaid taxes, and further rate hikes are expected. Most people don't know it, but the IRS adds interest charges to your tax debts daily. So if you owe the IRS today, you'll owe even more tomorrow. And it doesn't stop until you get right with the IRS. The good news is getting right can start with one phone call to Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax relief firm. Optima's tax professionals specialize in the Fresh Start Initiative, a powerful IRS program that can save you thousands if you qualify. In fact, the experts at Optima have resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Sacramento sports fans, get ready to amp up your summer with the Sacktown Sports live events calendar. We've got a lineup that's awesome. First up on May 24th, don't miss Tribal Seeds as they bring their reggae beats to Ace of Spades, presented by Live Nation. And mark your calendar for June 8th when NF takes the stage at the Golden One Center. Visit livenation.com for tickets and get ready for a killer high-energy show. Don't miss music legends Daryl Hall and Elvis Costello with the Imposters on June 12th, and NSYNC and Backstreet artists Joey Fatone and AJ McLean on June 22nd. Two great shows coming in June to Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Then looking ahead to August 4th, get ready for the Outlaw Music Festival at the Toyota Amphitheater, presented by Live Nation. The Sacktown Sports live events calendar, your ultimate playbook for the best shows and events in town. Stay tuned to Sacktown Sports for exclusive updates and your chance to win tickets.
Guys, are you ready to give up because you think you've tried everything and you're still dealing with loss of energy, poor sleep, weight gain, and even ED? Revive Men's Health Sacramento has local medical providers that offer low T and ED treatments customized to each patient's unique physical makeup. By working with a specialized compounding lab, personalized treatments are guaranteed, even when generic pills and supplements haven't worked. It all starts with your free comprehensive exam and consultation. Availability is limited. Book today. And for this month only, Revive offers qualified patients a free 1-month supply of personalized ED medication, plus a free ED treatment producing immediate results. The experts at Revive Men's Health Sacramento will work to provide the right treatment for you so you can show up as the best you in all aspects of your life. Call 916-365-4566. That's 916-365-4566. Or send them a private message at revivemenshealth.com.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, KHTK-AM Sacramento, KYMX HD2 Sacramento, the only station in Sacramento giving you local sports coverage from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Sacktown Sports.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Our friends over at KNCI, not that they need it, but if you don't have your tickets yet, get them. They always put
good luck.
Yeah, I know, right? They always put on great shows, man. Really, really cool shows. Very proud of our sister station.
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal. I don't understand why we don't do sports in the park, but that's just me. Well, I'm okay. I'm in a corner right now. I don't have a way out.
That's me in the corner.
That's me in the spotlight. Yeah. Those are my promotions. All right. So the Kings will make some history today. Try to make some history on Sunday. So I had that almost right. The Kings are going to try to make history on Sunday.
Yes.
So I've got a list here of teams in the 13th spot that have moved up to win the lottery. I have that list right in front of me. Are you ready?
Yep.
Starting the year the draft began.
In 84?
I think so. That was the Patrick Ewing year, right? Frozen envelope. All right. So 1, 2, 3, weirdly enough, 4, 5, 6, 7, actually none ever.
Nobody's ever moved up from 13. The odds aren't very good, Dave.
They're not.
1%, or it's like 0.9 or whatever to get the 1 seed or the 1. They can move into the top 4, but the odds are low. They actually have better odds to move back 1, meaning the Warriors, who lost the coin flip, who went to 14, have that's a better chance of them moving into the top 4 than the Kings overall, which is bizarre. Yeah, there you go.
1%. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. To get 13th, their odds are 92.88%.
What are my chances?
Not good.
Okay. But?
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of 1,000,000.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah! That's all I hear.
That's all I hear.
That's all I hear from you.
Because we know as the Kings, when they had the best chance to be the 1, they finished 4th.
That's right.
In the lottery.
That's right. They did.
Now they have a terrible chance.
So, of course. And by the way, Jason,
Mm-hmm.
You guys' favorite lucky number? 13. I don't know if that means we're definitely picking 13 because that's my lucky number, but 13.
Whose lucky number is 13? Oh, yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when I couldn't get 22, I would wear 13.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 22.
Because nobody went for 13.
Nobody went for 13.
Yeah.
One thing that we can do that is incredibly scientific. Let's go back to simulate the lottery.
Yes.
Now, Jason, last time we simulated the lottery.
First try, you did it.
First try, did it right in
I've
front
only
of
done
you.
it once, and they were 13.
They were 13. All right.
So you've done it once. You got them at 1.
3, 2, 1. Let's simulate, and they're 13.
13.
Okay. Maybe it's just
Toronto jumped up.
Yeah, Toronto jumped up. Let's see, 3 times, 4 times. Haven't moved from 13. 5, 6. Now odds they do say 9. This is always good to simulate lotteries on the air. 10. They say that I mean by math, right? We should probably have to do this 100 times, right?
I think you're at 15.
15, 16,
18. You're going to get it by 27.
Watch. You think 27?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's going to be 32. We're at what? 21?
We went backwards.
Down. We went down.
24.
That didn't count. 25. We're still at 13, 26.
There's mine. 27.
27. 28. I said 31, 28, 29, 30. It should be right here, Jason. And nope. Okay, 31.
Wow.
So the odds aren't great. And when you look at the mock drafts, they're really all over the place. We'll get into this obviously next week with y'all. We'll go because here's the thing, dude. The mock drafts really are
43rd, and it was number 1, not only top 4.
Billy! Followed by Memphis, Toronto, and Washington. You know
how great would that be? Like you and I are the representatives, and we're the only ones like, nope, try again.
I will tell you this much. I have never not gotten the number 1 pick when I have been the representative.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know who's representing us.
Generally it's going to be Vivek or a family member of his. I don't know though.
Yeah.
I still didn't why hasn't Sign Lady ever represented us? Or did she?
No, I don't believe so.
Can we that another thing, by the way, if I owned the team, I would go to the first, I would be the guy at first, right? And then I would let my kids do it at some point once. And then unless they or me got the number 1 pick, that would be it. And for the rest of it, it would be a fan. Every year we'd have a contest, and and none of the teams do this, I don't think. Every year there should be a contest, and then we have one lucky fan gets an all expenses paid trip to New York and hotel and a gift card and bloody blue, and you get to represent Sacramento or your team at the lottery. Like why not?
We had the fan the one time.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that. We did?
Yeah.
Well, how'd they do?
We did in advance, yeah.
Who did we end up drafting?
I don't remember.
Well, that's important.
That would have been in the lean years, that's for sure.
We've told you this. Get ready. We have Nikola Jokic, and now we have who's slated to go number 3 to Charlotte, Nikola Topic, or probably Topich. As of right now, the Kings are slated to draft, if they pick 13th, according to Tankathon, Jacoby Walter, shooting guard, Baylor. I don't like that pick, Jason.
And give me a full breakdown of why.
You know why? Only one Kobe. That's what I say. Now and forever. Yeah, I don't have any idea, but there's going to be all kinds of that. And like I said, we're going to have some fun with the mocks next week because they're just everyone has. I mean, we're talking like ESPNs and Ringers, like major mock draft places, and so many of them have just different people even going number 1. This is such a weird stinking
If they
draft.
do get the number 1 pick, they could draft a player named Zachary, who spells his name Zaccharie.
Are we sure it's not Zachariah? Isn't he? Isn't that Riso or whatever? Zachary Riso. What's his last name?
Oh,
Risa
Cher.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Kyle looked at me like, I don't know. I'm like, dude, it's right there.
No, I see it, but I didn't know how to pronounce it.
You put yourself out there like I did. We're taking a guess. Seems French. Riso seems French.
Risa Cher.
Everything sounds great.
Yes, but his first name is definitely Zachary.
Are you sure?
That's how it's spelled phonetically.
I'm just saying.
But there's something about, the Kings have moved up recently the last couple times. Not last couple times, but with Keegan, right?
Yes.
And it feels like a reward if you just move up in the lottery. Now the odds are so bad, but
didn't they move up in what, 2018?
Yeah. Marvin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, I guess we'll take a break. Oh, wait, is this a break or just a quick break for a read? Just a quick read. Okay, so we're going to pause, and we're going to look at some interesting things that could happen, though, in the lottery, along with other teams. And, again, there's a good chance this team doesn't even use this pick, talking about the Kings as well. So we'll take a quick break. Really just going to pause because, Jason, you have a quick word from our good friends that can get you out of a little trouble.
Yeah, if you're in trouble, hopefully you're never in trouble, but maybe you have had trouble before in the past. Maybe it's a time in your life, something you may regret, something that's holding you back personally, maybe professionally. A mistake that you made years ago. You were young, but that mistake may be still following you. So how would you like that to be removed from your record? A clean start, a fresh start? Well, the Gonzalez Law Offices can help you with that amongst many things, but you may need help with something like this. They do expungements. They can help you get that fresh start that you're looking for. Jonathan Gonzalez and his law offices right in the heart of downtown. And what he wants to do is be here for you. He cares about you, cares about the community. He's local. He's been here, raising his family here. And he's not just rushing through these cases and on to the next. Wants to make sure everything works out for you and certainly for his name as well. So the point is you want someone you can trust, someone that is willing to go to bat for you with whatever the situation you might be in and you feel like you need someone representing you. So go to saclegaldefense.com or call them at 916-304-9187. That's saclegaldefense.com or 916-304-9187.
So there's some interesting things that could happen on Sunday in the lottery too. Now, for example, you want to talk about the rich getting richer. The Thunder actually own Houston's pick.
Mm-hmm.
And Houston, let's simulate that lottery there. Houston is going to be picking, it looks like somewhere, the most likely to pick somewhere in the top 10. Okay.
But I mean, this is already a stacked
10 to 12.
Team.
Yeah. And then Brooklyn's pick goes to Houston. I'm sorry. Houston top 12, Brooklyn top 10. So you've got Houston kind of all over the place, plus Golden State sending their pick to Portland as well. Wouldn't that be, I mean, it would talk about interesting, but watch Houston wins the lottery. And now, by the way, do we know? I don't know if that Houston pick's
it's top 4 protected.
It is top 4 protected.
So there's a 94% chance it goes to OKC.
Now Portland has their own pick.
Yep. At 4 overall going in.
Yeah, exactly. And then Golden State, the last team in there. Yeah. They, by the way, if you're wondering, Sacramento and Golden State both finished 46 and 36. There was a coin toss. Sacramento won, which means they, for free, based on a coin flip, got to move up 1 pick in the draft. That's a big deal. People trade for that. Who needs the number 1 pick the most is a great question.
Yeah, because, I mean, look, it's not the Victor Wembanyama year where there's clearly someone number 1, but the way drafts go, we know, Dave, there's great players in here. Even though it's supposed to be a lesser of a draft, there's going to be someone here, whether it's the first pick, the 10th pick, the second round pick, that's going to come out and shine. That's the way these things work.
The worst team in the NBA last year were the Detroit Pistons.
And they've been here for a while now. They've been in the lottery for, I mean, look, they got the number 1 a few years ago to get Cade Cunningham. They've had Ivy. They've got a lot of lottery picks that are on the roster that just aren't producing.
That's enough. The thing. And they do. They have a, when you look at, remember Cade Cunningham was like, that was a guy that was super hyped up and injuries have not helped him. Jalen Duren. Remember they had Marvin Bagley there for a minute. He had the number 2 pick. Jaden Ivey.
They have Wiseman too, right?
Yeah, they have James Wiseman, former number 2 pick. Alsar Thompson, one of the Thompson twins. So it's like they have this young core of high-level picks. Problem is they just haven't. And I don't blame him for example, like Cade Cunningham. How the hell are they supposed to know?
Right.
And by the way, Cade Cunningham's like 12 years old. Geez, he's still incredibly young. Let's not close the door on him. 22, by the way.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, a lot of times the thought process might be, oh, well, have a bad year. Like Tank, get into the lottery and bounce right out.
Right.
I'm looking at the active playoff miss streaks right now. The longest active is Charlotte at 8. There they are near the top of the lottery. Mm-hmm. So they're back in there again. Detroit and San Antonio are at 5 straight years of missing the postseason. They're in the top part of the lottery. There's Portland. Houston's missed 4. Now they're getting closer. But Portland and the Wizards are at 3. They're all in the lottery. Then you got Utah, Chicago, Toronto at 2 years. So, I mean, man, Charlotte's getting up there, though, at 8 straight seasons of missing the playoffs.
I will tell you this. If you're looking at all the teams in the lottery, I think there's a really good argument. Who needs it the most? The Wizards. Because they're just terrible.
Yeah.
You look at their roster.
They're terrible without a lot. Like, what's the piece you would go? At least they've got this player.
Their best player is Kyle Kuzma, probably. Yeah. They have Jordan Poole in that horrific contract. Yeah. Tyus Jones, Marvin Bagley, Corey Kispert.
Yeah, to your point, Dave, like the Pistons, you could go, all right, draft well. You do have Cade Cunningham if he can give you 82 games. There are some things.
You have Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe a Wiseman or somebody, maybe they get one. Austin Thompson. Yeah, right. They pan out.
And they grow, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, where do these guys come from? Well, years of lottery picks and grooming and working, and here they go.
They're just objectively, I mean, they're really, really horrible. Like that. I don't know how the GM's still there. Like that team just sucks.
Well, and the other part about, even if it's considered a bad draft, like I still think if you won the lottery and maybe you don't have the intentions of drafting, but now you're in a position where you can trade.
Yeah.
The Spurs know what they're going forward with. Now, if they won again, maybe they'd use that. We don't want another young player. We want to trade this pick and something else and get an established player. Like that could move some other teams on quicker.
Toronto, at least they got Emmanuel Quickly, Jakob Poeltl,
Scotty
Barnes is the core.
Their pick is crazy because it's top 6 protected, and they're at number 6 right now.
That's crazy.
So it's like a 54.2% chance they keep it.
Who else? Who would it go to?
It would go to the Spurs.
Oh my gosh!
Spurs could get 2 top 7 picks because of the Jakob Poeltl trade.
Wow. Portland, you could make an argument for.
Yeah.
But even Portland, I mean, I don't think there's any argument against Washington. But if we're talking about just, I will say this about Portland. Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons. I love both those players. I like Shaedon Sharpe. They have Jeremy Grant. They have DeAndre Ayton. They have Malcolm Brogdon. They have Chris Murray. Like, let's just be honest. Robert Williams, the Time Lord.
It doesn't feel horrible.
Right. It doesn't.
But.
Yeah. It is, but it doesn't. Like, you can at least Matisse Thybulle.
Better than the Wizards.
Yeah, you can look at the Blazers and say, wow, on paper, that's actually not a bad squad. And at worst, you've got pieces there that you can peel off to make it. But Ayton, Thybulle, Jeremy Grant, Shaedon Sharpe, Anthony Simons, Scoot Henderson, I'd make an argument that out of all the teams in the top 10, they might have the best on paper team.
Yeah.
Certainly not Washington.
Right, and with a chance to get 2 picks, right? The Warriors pick and then their own. Like, they can do pretty well there.
So, yeah, they're in a really good spot. Memphis is an interesting one because Memphis was 27-55 this year, but we all know they were 27. They were the, 2 seed last year?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously you're dealing with Ja Morant and some major injuries. But, again, you go Ja Morant and Marcus Smart in your backcourt. Desmond Bane was fantastic this year. Jaren Jackson Jr. At center. I like the way Gigi Jackson looked this year. Brandon Clark, I'd love for him to be a King. I love the way he plays. I love his IQ. Zaire Williams, that's gonna if they have health next year, they're gonna be a playoff team,
right?
I would think. So yeah, they're and you don't think so?
No, I don't know. I just
yeah.
Whose spot do they take? Because right now, if we're thinking the Kings are going to be, they got to take a spot. Warriors weren't. They got to take a spot.
I don't know if the Warriors will be, dude.
They may not be.
I really don't know that the Warriors will be.
And maybe one of the older teams that did make it, Suns, Lakers, Clippers.
Yeah, they start piecing off.
Maybe. Who knows?
But Memphis would be, for me, and again, there's no clear-cut number one here. But Memphis this would almost be a little bit, not exactly, but it'd be a little bit like when the Spurs got Duncan when Robinson was hurt. Like the Grizzlies, to me, don't belong. You don't belong in the lottery. Right. Like you're a fake lottery.
Yeah, like those other teams I just mentioned are there every year. If it's the one bad year, you get in there with a good team, get a lottery pick, and you get even better than those other teams quickly.
Yeah, that's fake.
Yeah,
fake news. And then we come down to who's going to win the whole thing. Probably, I'm going to say Utah.
Okay,
I don't know why. I just feel like Utah's going to win. But look, not making the playoffs sucks. I'd rather be in the playoffs if ifs, ands, or buts don't exist there. However, if there is a bright side to not making the playoffs, it is the excitement of the lottery, excitement of the draft, all the draft research, going in, and then, summer league.
Yeah, and for Kings fans, that could be over pretty quickly. It's like the 14th pick, Golden State, or 13th pick, Sacramento Kings. If they're not there at 13, then they're in the top 4, and that'd be huge.
Yeah.
The odds, like we said, are very, very small.
And again, as we kept saying, I think it's a coin flip as to whether or not the Kings, they used that pick with Rashawn Holmes to trade to Dallas last year. I think it's a coin flip that they even used this pick. Who knows? Yeah. Wasn't Halliburton number 13?
Or was it 12? I believe, yeah.
I still can't believe that happened. Honestly, that's one of the luckier things that's ever happened to the Kings. We don't talk about that enough. We talk about all the bad draft luck. We talk about Luka Doncic. We talk about the Ben McLemores and Thomas Robinsons and God knows whatevers of the world. I don't know why. We never bring up the fact that Tyrese Halliburton fell to number 12. The Kings got him and then traded him for Domantas Sabonis. Whether or not you agree with the trade or not, okay, fine. Then they would have kept Tyrese.
Do you remember where I don't remember where Halliburton, I know it was a perceived, a little bit of a fall, but wasn't he
no, top 3. People were saying they thought the Warriors might grab him at number 2. Yeah. Okay. I mean, imagine, and again, that's best player available because Tyrese Halliburton on the Warriors might have been a little bit interesting. What year was that? Was that 2022?
That was probably Edwards. And yeah, the Warriors took Wiseman.
It was the COVID draft of 2020 that they did in November.
You look at the players that were taken ahead of him. Devin Vassell from Florida State, Jalen Smith, Denny Avdia, thank you, Obi Toppin, Killian Hayes, Onyeka Okongwu, Isaac Okoro at number 5, another Florida State guy, Patrick Williams at number 4. Yeah, I'm telling you, Florida State guys, no one listens. LaMelo Ball at 3, James Wiseman at 2, Anthony Edwards at 1. And if you're the Warriors, what a position to be in because obviously if Steph Curry doesn't exist, they're drafting Halliburton or Ball. I would almost certainly Ball in that position.
Yeah.
But they went for this is what happens. James Wiseman is their Marvin Bagley. And LaMelo Ball or Tyrese Halliburton, that's the Luka Doncic. If you're in the lottery, man, you should draft best player available.
Absolutely, you should.
And just let it all figure itself out.
It out.
And you know what Monty did? Monty drafted a player who played the position that the Kings' best player played. Tyrese Halliburton's a point guard.
Right.
So is De'Aaron Fox. That worked out, even though it didn't work out. You know what they did? They figured it out. And they got value for him. And, of course, Anthony Edwards going number 1. We'll take a break. When we come back, what to watch, celebrity birthdays, and more as we wind it down. It's a Friday, heading up to Crosstalk and Friday Fun and Games with Styles and Watkins. All coming up after this.
Our first year as the radio home of the San Francisco 49ers is one we will never forget.
They're going to give it. No, it's a play action. Purdy going to roll left, throw for the end zone. Caught by George Kittle. He has the hat trick tonight, a career high. 3 touchdown catches for George. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Congratulations to the 49ers on a terrific year. And thank you for so many wonderful memories.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Folsom Lake Kia.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. It's finally Friday and we've got a comfortable start to the day. Temperatures starting out in the 50s. We'll get into the afternoon with plenty of sunshine, light northwest winds, and highs today in the lower 90s. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Coach Doug Christie here to remind you, if you're in the market for a new car, shop Folsom Lake Kia. Low interest rates, low payments, and 0 down deals with approval of credit. Folsom Lake Kia, over 25 years, right here in Folsom.
As a roofer, spring means the start of my busy season, which means I've got to get organized. With help from Beacon, I can save time with Beacon Pro Plus and 24/7 access to live pricing, delivery tracking, order history, and more. Plus, this spring, I can earn $1,000 and the chance to win a $25,000 backyard renovation just by buying my CertainTeed shingles online with Beacon. No purchase necessary. Now that's what I call a spring cleanup. Visit BECN.com for official rules and to start earning entries.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Gabby.
Hey, Gabby. It's Jennifer Coolidge. Hi. I'm so glad I reached you at 2 a.m.
Oh, of course. Anyone with a Discover card can call and talk to a real person 24/7. Now, how can I help?
Yeah, I used my Discover card to buy these yellow pleather pajamas, and I'm just not sure I'm pulling them off.
24/7 U.S.-based customer service. It pays to Discover. Limitations apply. Learn more at discover.com/credit card.
Kevin Lewis with National Garage Door, reminding you that in Sacramento, National Garage Door is the king of garage doors. We service, sell, and install garage doors and openers. Call us today for your basketball special. A new 16x7 Rainer garage door with insulation and a belt drive opener for only $24.49 installed. Give us a call today, 916-638-4554.
638-4554, National Garage Door.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions. Attention anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, and other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-934-9217. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you with the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-934-9217 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, and other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-934-9217. 800-934-9217. 800-934-9217.
My father was a career United States Air Force pilot, and Memorial Day is a reminder of all he and so many others did for our country. Hi, this is Frank LaRosa with a word about Naturewood Home Furnishings. Right now at the annual Memorial Day sale, everything in the store is on sale. Everything. You'll save 10 to 25% on all living rooms, to sofas, to sectionals, to dining rooms, to bedrooms, to home offices, and so much more. Everything is on sale right now at Naturewood Home Furnishings Memorial Day sale. Whether you're looking to lighten the mood in your living room, brighten up your bedroom, or tighten up your home office, it's all available for you at savings from 10 to 25% at Naturewood Home Furnishings, where it's all about choices and always about quality. Shop the area's best selection of quality furniture at Naturewood Home Furnishing, off Highway 50 in Hazel. Look for the water wheel.
Go for the gold May 1st through July 27th during Sky River Casino's $1 million Road to Glory giveaway. Play daily for a chance to win free play, cash, or your choice of a Lincoln Nautilus, GMC Sierra, or Ford Mustang GT every Saturday. Get 100 bonus entries by earning 100 tier credits every Monday and Tuesday, plus one free daily entry at our promotional kiosks. Victory could be yours during the $1 million Road to Glory giveaway at Sky River Casino. Visit skyriver.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave inviting you to make the switch to electric this spring and save big with American Energy. Stay ahead of those spiking energy bills this summer with up to $9,000 in rebates on a new ultra-high efficiency comfort system. American Energy is providing huge rebates from SMUD as well as spring specials by installing one of many incredibly efficient AC options available to you right now. Get rid of those fluctuating gas bills in the winter and switch to year-round all-electric with American Energy. Let them perform a free in-home energy efficiency analysis and see where they can help you save for the warmer months ahead. These guys are the best. Been serving the greater Sacramento area since 1981. A+ from the Better Business Bureau. Learn more by calling 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sacktown Sports.
Remember earlier in the week, there were a lot of, hey, Anthony Edwards. I haven't seen anything like this since Michael Jordan. Remember those takes?
I do. Well, I laughed at them.
He was on Good Morning America today.
Michael Jordan?
Nope, Anthony Edwards. Oh. And here's what he thinks.
Let's talk about Michael Jordan. You're drawing a lot of comparisons to Michael. Do you want them to stop?
Yeah, for sure. He's one of one, man, the greatest of all time, for sure. So, yeah, I want them to stop.
I think when people talk about you like Michael, they mean it as a compliment because they're looking for something to say, pay attention, this kid is also great. If you don't want to be compared to Michael Jordan, how do you want to be talked about?
As Anthony Edwards. Yeah, like the first Anthony Edwards, not the next Michael Jordan. I want people to be like, this Anthony Edwards kid, he got his own style. Like he maybe got a mix of Michael Jordan in him, but I got a tray ball. My tray ball, I can shoot the three, so I think that makes me a little different than Michael Jordan.
And you can see more of Malika Andrews' interview with.
Shut up. Well, that was interesting at the end, though.
Yeah. He's saying he's better.
Did Anthony Edwards just say he was better than Michael Jordan? I mean, I like the kid. I like what he said, too. Although, can I just say this? If Michael Jordan played in this environment, he would have a three. He did have a three,
but he would have figured out. Yeah, like what did he end up making in the finals where he does like the shrug? Did he make like 6 or 7?
Yeah, it was something
like it wasn't like 13 or whatever. I mean, it's just a different time. He would have adapted.
Yes,
he could shoot the 3.
Yes, I have no issues believing that Michael Jordan would have been one of the, I wouldn't say one of the most prolific 3-point shooters in the game because he didn't need to have that in his arsenal, but you're talking about a guy who averaged shooting less than 2 threes a game for his career.
Yeah.
Like
it's like the stuff when we would go back on and I don't have the exact numbers in my head, but like we'd look at the 02 Kings.
Yeah.
And you go to like a finals game, I remember, or the conference finals. And I think one of the games, Lakers shot 9 and the Kings shot like 5.
Right. Good luck.
And you're going, wait, with Bibby and Peja and
Yep.
Hito, just
Peja, one of the great 3-point shooters.
Now he's hurt a lot in that series, but still, he wouldn't have shot 12. He just maybe a couple in the game, and it's so weird. Different time.
One of the most amazing Michael Jordan stats came from his 86-87 year. He averaged a career high 37.1 points per game. 37.1 points per game. Jason, he was 12 of 66 from beyond the arc.
Wow. So 12 threes all year.
All year.
And I wonder how many free throws he averaged. I'm sure he got to the line.
Let's see.
But was he a merchant like we have nowadays? So without the 3 and free throws.
Yeah, let's see. That year he was 88. He was 833 of 972, which both, by the way, led the league. 833 of 9.
10 makes a game.
Well, 833 and 972. Let's go to just Shai Gilgeous-Alexander because, he's kind of a free throw merchant. Just get 833 of what we say 962?
932.
972. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was 567 of 649. Was Michael Jordan a free throw merchant? Dun, dun, dun. God, we think Gilgeous-Alexander's one. He had 557.
Giannis, was it Giannis that took the most, or Embiid, or Harden?
Let's look at Embiid. Well, Harden, yeah. Although he didn't.
Not this year, but a year.
Let's look at Embiid. Embiid this year. Well, he was out for a lot of it, though, so the totals are going to be off.
But how about last year's MVP?
Okay,
year?
Last year, his MVP year. His MVP year last year, Joel Embiid took 771.
Took, not made?
He took 771. He made 661.
So Jordan made over 200 more than him.
Finally,
or almost 200.
Yeah, let's look at Harden.
What was the original number again for Jordan?
872.
I thought it was 838.
Oh, I don't know.
Something 72. So the most in the league this year was Giannis with 782.
Makes or attempts?
Attempts.
All right, so we got James Harden, who at one point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 led the league in free throw attempts 8 out of 9 years, and the most he ever took was 880. He had 824, 837, 881, and 858 to go with 800 in 2019, 2020. Whereas Michael Jordan, what was it we said, or we thought? I'll bring it up here, but I can't believe we're discovering this live on the air. Wow. Free throw attempts. Michael Jordan in 86-87 took 972, 860 in 87-88. Those are the only 2 times he was above 800, though. And as a matter of fact, let's look at another year. He averaged 32.6 in 92-93. Okay. And at 32.6 points, he only shot 569.
Okay.
So I think we should say Michael Jordan was a free throw merchant
a couple years
for when he was 23, 24, and 25. He shot 746 free throws his rookie year at 21 years old.
Benefit of the whistle. Big market, Dave.
Big market, benefit of the whistle.
Star.
Michael Jordan, unethical player. Knicks and Pacers tonight, game 3 back in Indiana. We'll see how those refs do. Nuggets and Timberwolves also a game 3. That's in Minnesota. Nuggets up 2-0. Timberwolves up 2-0. Knicks up 2-0. Baseball right here on Sacktown Sports. A's and Seattle taking on the Mariners. Nice time to be in Seattle this year. This time,
probably right about now. Yeah,
not as nice as it'll be in July when it's 110 here. And then the Cincinnati Red Stockings visit the San Francisco Giants. All right, celebrity birthday is brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Birthdays meant to be spent with family and friends. Nothing brings family and friends together better than Crumble Cookies. Jason Ross.
All right, guys. Dave, Kyle, let's see how you do. Happy birthday to the ageless one, Kenan Thompson.
This is one of those. I'll say Kenan Thompson is 42.
I'll say 43.
Kyle is closer, 46.
Ooh, he is ageless.
Happy birthday to, he's got one name only, Bono.
Oh,
I don't know what his name is.
It's like Fred.
It's Pro.
Murgatroyd or something. Nice. Pretty good. I'll say Bono is 63.
I will say 64.
We have a correct answer.
What?
And it belongs to...
Really?
Kyle Ledbetter.
Wow.
64 on the nose.
Paul David Hewson.
That's his real name.
Is Bono. I go by Bono. And Paul Hewson is not a successful singer.
That band breaks up in week 1.
That band is U3. Got him. Really?
Happy birthday to Royals catcher Salvador Perez.
Sally. 33.
34.
Wow, we have a correct answer again, guys. And it belongs to Kyle Ledbetter.
That's 2 in a row.
That's 2 in a row. Show record's 4.
Show record is 4. A little Chris cheated.
Strangely young. He feels like he's been in baseball for my entire life.
Yes, he does.
All right, well, let's test this theory. And we're going to have Kyle go first because he's got 2 in a row right. Happy birthday to Chris Berman.
Chris Berman.
Wow.
Chris Berman today.
Kyle.
I'll say 77.
That's a good guess. I'll say 74.
Carmichael Dave is closer. Chris Berman is 69.
Oh, nice.
Wow, he got a young retirement.
Happy birthday to former King Samuel Dallenberg. Sammy D.
A big 4-0 for him today.
I'll say 41.
I think he's younger.
Kyle Ledbetter's closer. 43.
Really? Wow.
Samuel Dallenberg. Happy birthday to current NBA player Tyus Jones.
Tyus Jones is 28.
27.
We have a correct answer. And it belongs to Carmichael Dave,
Hey!
28.
About time.
Last but not least, happy birthday to Cincinnati Bengals head coach Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor's 44.
I think this is 40 for him.
Kyle is closer, 41.
Wow,
for
he
Zach
is
Taylor.
young.
He's a youngin'. There you go. There's your birthdays on this May 10th.
How do you think, from a musical perspective, a guy named Gordon Sumner would do?
I think his career would do great after because I know who that is.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I think he's a deep bench player on the Charlotte Hornets.
I think he works for the police.
How about Sting?
Yeah.
How about old Sting? Stingaroo.
Sting-a-ling-a-ding-ding.
The Stinger.
Stinger's up.
We'll take a break when we return. Hey, it's Friday Fun and Games.
Hey!
Don't go away. It's the best part of the week next.
Saving for retirement was tough enough for us.
Yes, and navigating markets can be challenging at times.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we take a disciplined approach with your investments.
Tell us more about that.
We take an active approach to money management, positioning your portfolio for opportunities we see ahead.
So all your clients get the same portfolio?
No, we tailor your portfolio to your individual goals and needs.
What about communication? We don't like being left in the dark.
We check in regularly to keep you informed on the markets and your portfolio.
Which means you'll help us stay on track.
Yes, our goal is your comfortable retirement. And as a fiduciary, we always put your interests first, because we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Hey, movie fans, playing this week at the Esquire IMAX Theater in downtown Sacramento, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the IMAX experience.
This was a human place. It is not yours.
It is now, isn't it? The combination of groundbreaking visuals and the immersive experience of the Esquire IMAX 6-story screen will make this an epic event. Don't miss out on the opportunity to see the next chapter, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, at the Esquire IMAX Theater. Grab your tickets at IMAX.com/Sacramento and reserve your seat today.
The Arnold Law Firm has seen how an injury can turn anyone's life upside down. Whether it's a slip and fall, a car accident, or any other kind of injury. For almost 50 years, the Arnold Law Firm has been here to help you through the entire process to protect you and your family. If you are ever injured or in an accident, call the Arnold Law Firm. The Arnold Law Firm, providing real justice for you since 1975. Call 916-777-7777. That's 916-777-7777.
In a world where everybody and their mother makes a primed trim board, contractors have to ask one question. Do I know what's under the primer? Available at just about every lumberyard you can imagine. Vintage trim boards are made from lodgepole pine. That's the stuff telephone poles and railroad ties are made of. It's durable. It's straight. It's been doing the job for generations. Manufactured right here in the USA. Ask for it by name. VintageTrimboards.com.
Country in the Park is back May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo with Brantley Gilbert, Dustin Lynch, Jay Cohen, Walker Hayes, and more. Tickets start at just $46. Country in the Park May 17th and 18th at Cal Expo. For more information, visit CITPFest.com.
Brought to you by Kid Care Dental and Orthodontics, the Hot Tub Store, and Cattleman's.
At Elk Grove Honda, we make sure every certified pre-owned Honda is one we'd buy from ourselves. And right now, you'll find interest rates as low as 1.99% APR on approved credit. Our Honda-trained technicians only certify our Hondas if they pass a thorough 182-point inspection. See our exceptional selection of Elk Grove Honda certified pre-owned Hondas with interest rates as low as 1.99% APR on approved credit. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall or online at elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
We have finally made it to Friday.
Let's end your week the right way with Friday Fun and Games
On the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice of you to show up, Alan. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning.
How are you?
I don't think well.
No?
Yeah, doing great.
Sorry about that.
It's fine.
Just, no
happen.
BS here. We'll tell you.
Things happen.
Yeah, it happens. Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Great.
You shaved.
Yeah, I actually.
A little too close?
Yes.
Yeah.
After years of having the same, because I grew an electric trimmer, bought a new one.
Yeah.
And this thing was high powered.
Yeah.
It said, the old one I had just had 1, 2, 3. It didn't have, I just assumed it was millimeters. So when I got the new one, the new one was 135, and I normally do like a 3 on the old one, but a 3 on the old one. Right. This 3 millimeter, I when you just do the first one, I'm like, okay, well,
and you have to follow up.
Gotta go that
It's
short.
Too late now. Been there, done that.
Yep.
You know what the great thing is, beard. Not that you like. No, I'm trying to imply you look terrible or anything. But beards grow back.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I took that first swipe this morning. I thought,
but I do know why you grow a beard now.
Oh wow!
No, I don't mean that as a compliment. You look so young.
You did the too small.
I didn't. That wasn't on purpose. That was not.
Look, Dave, I've had a long night, man.
Why? Oh, baby,
daddy daycare is not. I want it over.
I'm just saying, that's like 10 years off of you, which is going to come in handy someday. You don't need it right now. It's a good thing. Trust me. But you're one of those no beard, very much younger looking guys, which is a compliment.
Do I really look that much different?
I think it makes
It
him
looks
look
different. I don't know if it's like
younger.
I mean, you're not going to catch me without a beard. That's for
yeah. Why not?
But does it look like I don't have a beard? Am I
No.
basically clean shaven?
No, no. It looks more like Vlade after shoot around. Like like some people have like a 5 o'clock shadow. Like it's not a
Vlade would shave
beard.
before the game.
Is it a 4:30? A 4:30 shadow?
Yeah, I think. Well, maybe a 7 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. Well, now I know. Yeah, definitely not the 3 millimeter.
That's fine though. Like if I didn't know you from before and wasn't used to the beard,
I don't feel comfortable.
I wouldn't be like, oh, he needs a beard. Look at you and look at me, dude. Come on. Friday fun. That means I'm disgusting looking.
No,
you're a fit. In fact, used you as an example. Did I not earlier
Yes.
today? I said, hey, if I looked fit, not like bodybuilder fit, but like Allen fit, wouldn't that look kind of weird? I feel like I would look weird.
I did that before, and I said, hey, wouldn't it be? One time I was talking to my buddy. I said, yeah, I've really just kind of. This was a long time ago, early college, and I said, you know what, man, I was really kind of struggling with the whole height thing. I said, you know what, man, I've kind of just come to the conclusion. If I was taller, it just really wouldn't be me, And he goes, no, I don't really know what you mean by that. That's kind of what you did there.
Yeah. Shot baller. I'm so hip, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Friday Fun and Games right now.
Yes. You ready?
I am ready.
All right. We are doing, we're going back to Sporkle. We haven't played Sporkle in a while.
Man.
Remember Sporkle, Dave? It's
Yeah.
basically trivia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The category I have pulled up here today, because this gives us about the right amount of time, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
NBA 40-plus point games this year. People that scored 40 or more in a game this year. There's 160 answers, but there's going to be some people that did this 10 times. So we're just going to play the quiz, start naming people, and I'll type them in.
Jalen Brunson.
Oh, my gosh. I just hit something
Jason.
that just took me away.
Just exited out.
I did.
How about Keegan Murray?
Yeah.
Brunson. Okay, we have 11
We
with
get some
Brunson.
music.
Yeah.
Can we get some music?
Oh, we're just trying to fill up all of them.
Oh, we have 16. And Murray gave us DeJounte and Keegan.
Wow, love that.
San Diego State's own Malachi Flynn.
Good poll. Yeah, if you have music, Kyle, that'd be great.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, boy.
Oh, what? Do you need some time?
Alexander.
There's going to be a few.
I'm sure.
Boom, we're up 23 out of 160.
Steph got one, right?
At least. Murray got 6.
Okay.
We're missing the number 1 person. Plays for Dallas.
Oh, Luka.
There we go.
Although I'll bet you Kyrie got in there.
Yep, we're at 44 of 160. Number 2 is Cleveland on this list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Giannis.
Oh, boy.
Wait,
Spelling?
didn't that random dude? Did he get to 40? That random dude on the
Malachi
Cavs.
Flynn?
Yeah, he said that one.
On the Cavs?
Oh, the Cavs?
Remember that they had that comeback? I don't know if he got
Oh,
to
yeah,
40.
Max
though.
Strus.
I don't know if he got to
No,
40
no,
though.
no.
How about Fox?
Yeah, I was going to say De'Aaron
There we go,
Fox.
56.
Jason Tatum.
Tatum. Boom, we're at 59 of 160. We
Did
have
we
3
say
minutes and
Devin
45
Booker already?
We
No,
said Luka.
Booker.
Yeah, we
got
said Luka. Jalen Brown.
Brown. Boom, we're at
Jokic.
68. Jokic.
Embiid.
71.
Oh, yeah.
Embiid.
Giannis.
I
Anybody
need,
think-
I need how to spell that.
Oh, Giannis.
The last name.
Oh, ANTETOKOUNMPO.
You might be able to do first name.
There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
We're at 88 of 160.
Ooh, Dave.
The highest one on the
nailed
list is
it.
Chicago. Who are we looking at there?
Cody
Zach
Marvelous.
We put Levine first. Yep, that was Levine.
Banchero get a 40 burger?
Yeah, I think against
Banchero.
Oh, no, the Kobe White one was a play.
93 of 160.
Dame Lillard.
Yep,
was also
96.
against us.
Indiana. Someone from Indiana.
I know I
Pascal.
believe Wembanyama got at least one.
Siakam?
Was it Tyrese?
Halliburton?
How?
Yep, 98. We got another. Oh, Durant.
Durant.
We're at 103 of 160. Brooklyn's the next highest one.
Would it be, oh, Cam Thomas.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's
That's our
right.
guy.
Yeah, that
Yes,
great
that was
start.
Atlanta. Oh,
Trey.
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 Nice
Trey.
Trey.
we got another Philly.
Did we say Embiid?
Tyrese
Tyrese.
Maxey.
Favorite
We're at
guard.
115 of 160.
15 of 160.
How about,
The next
uh,
highest one is another Brooklyn. Is it Bridges?
Bridges,
Macau.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be.
Yep. Ooh, we're at 120 of 160. We have
Jimmy,
2 minutes.
Jimmy Butler get in there at all?
Let's put Butler in.
He didn't play.
Next highest name or team.
Jeremy Grant.
So.
He got a 40 piece.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Who's
Knicks.
his favorite player?
Jalen Brunson. Julius Randle.
Good call. 122.
If we said Steph.
Oh, you know who we haven't said?
Who?
LeBron.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
And Davis.
Yeah, and Davis.
Yeah.
128.
What about
oh, wait. What about Paul George?
I was just going to say Clippers. Yeah, George.
Harden.
Harden, Kawhi. I don't know if they all got in there, but
Harden.
Jamal Murray, he had to have one or two.
Oh, we got him with Keegan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we got a Portland still.
They said DeJounte.
What's his name did, right?
Anthony?
Simons.
Simons, maybe Scoot Henderson.
No.
Did he get
He
one?
got a minus.
Pelicans, Zion.
Zion. Brandon Ingram
He
didn't
didn't
get
get it.
What about
Could have
Ingram?
been CJ.
Yeah, try Brandon.
Yeah, Ingram.
CJ might have
too. Yeah, McCollum
against the Kings.
MCC.
Oh,
Trey
Took
Murphy.
him.
Trey Murphy.
Is it?
Oh, Trey Murphy might have.
Oh. No.
No.
Is it? It's New Orleans.
Yeah, we got a Minnesota, Washington. Oh, Washington's got to be what?
Kyle Kuzma. Or Jordan Poole.
Or Poole Party.
Got to be Poole.
No.
What? Denny
Kispert?
Corey
Corey
Kispert.
Kispert.
No,
Could
Denny
be
Avija.
Could be
Avdia.
Whatever.
How do you spell that one?
A
We're down to our
V
final
D I
minute.
J A.
A-V-D-I-J-A. Yes.
Okay.
Denny. Shout out.
We're at
Denny.
137 to 160. We
Give us
still have a
some teams.
Detroit.
Oh,
Detroit.
Cade.
Cade.
Yep. I see a Minnesota.
Anthony Edwards.
Or
Or
Carl
Cat.
Anthony
Or
Towns.
Cat,
Edwards. We're at 143. That's big. Charlotte.
Would it be LeBron?
Brandon Miller.
Could have been Bridges.
Could have been Bridges.
No,
I don't
we
think-
got-
I don't know if Terry Rozier.
PJ
Yeah, I
Washington.
think Terry
Oh, yeah.
did
Terry.
actually. I think
Yeah.
Rozier did
Yep,
have
that's
one. What about Lorenzo?
Let's just say ball.
We got another Dallas.
That's their cousin.
We said Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Yeah, I think so. I did that one. 145 of
Oh, it could
160.
have been Hardaway.
Houston. Van Vliet.
Van Vliet's a good shot.
Yeah.
Or
Who's the young
Jalen
kid?
Green. Jalen
Sengun.
Green.
Sengun.
Oh,
Green.
Sengun Green.
Yeah, we're 149. We got 8 seconds.
How many?
11 left.
Oh,
Oh,
Lakers, another Laker.
Reeves.
Austin Reeves.
D'Lo.
Yeah.
D'Lo.
Russell.
I think
We're running out of time. Who did we miss? Desmond Bain.
Oh man,
Oh,
come
yeah.
on.
Big arms.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
Bogey.
Oh.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yep.
Oh, I guess I didn't type Russell incorrectly.
Uh-huh.
DiVincenzo.
Oh.
And I must have misspelled Wembanyama.
DiVincenzo.
There you go. Good job, guys.
You know what?
We got 93%.
That's
I
great.
think we did pretty darn well.
How do you guys feel when Kings fans get mad about DiVincenzo balling out? We should have kept him.
That's like the most normal thing, though. I get it.
But he wasn't that.
No,
though.
he was no. He stunk here, but he wasn't that great.
He was
But
injured.
you see that good teams bring the best out of players, and bad teams do the other thing. So
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, anything interesting coming up on the show today, guys?
Live footage from your tea time, I heard.
What?
Yeah.
Your
Camera's
yeah,
following you around.
11 a.m. Morgan.
I got one tomorrow.
Yeah, do you?
Mm-hmm.
With Chris.
No.
No.
Let's make it all about
We don't
you.
talk over the week.
No, we don't. No, you guys are like
Me and Dave talk more than Chris and
we talked twice on the phone this week.
That's right.
Both me doing nice things for you.
And Dave,
It's really weird.
and I really appreciate Dave because he's a caller.
Boy, we gotta go.
I am.
He's a caller.
Yeah,
Me too.
I am David Carmichael. For these guys and that guy and the guy over there and maybe that girl a little bit, it's these two and they'll be next. I
What?
love you and